Kratos is back. Kratos is back. PlayStation Nation. By the way, in the background, I know it's mad ghetto. The music is amazing. Oh my goodness. You know this soundtrack is being bought. You know this soundtrack is gonna be bought. Let me turn this down. But yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Jay Bari, and I'm back with another video here to talk about some God of War, man. Yo, Persona, what is good, man? What is good? Listen, man. Listen, man. Listen, man. Your boy's home today. You know what I mean? Today's gonna be the last day of the last days. So you know, I'm gonna try and enjoy it because I won't be on vacation for a very long time because I pretty much used it all up. But anyways, back to the video. We're gonna be talking about God of War. God of War, for me, I have completed this game yesterday. As far as the story, I am working on, you know, getting this platinum for this game, because you know usually the exclusive games, you know, I mean, I'll try to get the platinum for it, regardless if I get it now or I get it later. Whenever it is, I'm going to get it, right? But just the story of this game is so amazing, man. The story is so amazing. Yo, you know, like, yo, if you beat God of War and you see the tie-in, especially if you know some Norse mythology, like I said, let me get into the Norse mythology. Yo, John Niner, what is good? Yo, Sick Human, what is good? Let me get into my Norse mythology background before I even speak on anything as far as God of War, the story, and things like that. And by the way, guys, there will be some type of spoilers in this live stream. I'm not gonna like go heavy in depth into it, but I'm gonna be basically generalizing around some of the story concepts into the game. You know what I mean? That happened within the game. I'm going to be talking about the gameplay mechanics. I'm going to be talking about, you know, just exploring. I'm going to be talking about a lot of things in here, man. You know what I mean? Yo, you beat it on easy, Jay. Damn, I wish they had a difficulty. So many scrubs would be playing on easy. Yo, I am not playing on easy. I am playing on actually the give me a challenge mode. Because I never, any game I do, I never really go, oh, this is like a Call of Duty game. Any game I do, I never really go into the hardest of hardest difficulties. I always go to like hard, you know what I mean? If I play hard, because I want like a little challenge to it, but I also want to enjoy my time playing. I don't want to play so frustratingly, but I also just want that challenge. Like, yeah, I'm going to be frustrated regardless, but you know what I mean? I want that challenge. So the second to hardest difficulty is what I was playing on. I didn't play on Give Me God of War. Hell no. I was like, listen, man, I want to learn the in and outs of this game. I want to understand the game. And before I even try that mode, you know, I'm gonna beat the game. You know what I mean? Yo, Bear, what's good? Yo, Fade Festo, what is good, man? So yeah, anybody that beat the game, I see my man Sick, he beat the game on Give Me God of War. Yo, big props to my man Sick. I know a few people was playing on that mode, Give Me God of War, but I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Not my first playthrough. Second playthrough, most likely, yeah. You know, because I think I know the game now and I know what I gotta expect. But don't get it twisted out here. On Give Me a Challenge, that definitely gives you a challenge out here. You know what I mean? You will be dying a lot. I know people that said they was playing on normal, they was dying a lot too in the game. You're gonna be dying. You're gonna be dying in this game. It's not gonna be like a easy breezy walk on any difficulty you playing on from what I'm hearing. Probably outside of easy. Uh Yo, J Love, what's good? I'm playing on hard mode right now. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yo, J Love, there's gonna be some spoilers in here, man. So I don't know if you ain't beat the game yet. I just want to give you guys that heads up. That probably I'll try and catch myself before I spoil anything. I'll catch myself like, yo, there's gonna be some spoilers, but I don't think I'll be that quick to catch it. You know what I mean? But yo, going to my background on Norse mythology, it comes from actually Marvel Comics, right? Hokuk, what's good? Hello, I'm Russian. What is good, man? It comes from actually Marvel Comics, where I read a lot of Thor comic books back in the day. I'm still reading Thor to this day. You know what I mean? With the Almighty Thor, with what you call it, Jane. You know what I mean? She's a Thor. She's Thor now, and unworthy Thor, where Odin's son, he lost his ability to become Thor with Mjolnir, Mjolnir. You know what I mean? And now, he had his path where he's trying to prove himself, or trying to make himself become worthy without forcing it. So basically, because at this point in the comic book line, he pretty much knows what he has to do. That Odin's son is going to become Thor again. Jane Foster is just taking that mantle back. I'm also seeing that Storm, she might be the next Thor. So I'm guessing they're going to continue the unworthy Thor and make him divulge into his path of becoming Thor once again. He even turned down the ultimate Marvel Thor's hammer. That's a different hammer than the Mjolnir that we know. Mjolnir. I can't even say that name. Mjolnir. You know what I mean? But basically that is my Norse mythology. You know what I mean? I knew a few things here and there. Like they're from school, or just I'm reading other stuff. Once you dive into something like Thor, you read Thor, you're gonna want to research other things. You know what I mean? So you hear these names like Odin, you hear these things like Balder, you hear this thing like Bor, Hela. You're gonna also, research those things. So that's my cusp, that's my background of Norse mythology. So going into this game, I had I'm not gonna say an expertise, but I had a few things going around. You know what I mean? Where if I see a certain name, I'm gonna know it. Like my man Mimir. You know what I mean? Mimir, the dude that you carry around throughout the rest of the whole game. You know what I mean? I knew him right at the back. I was like, oh shit, that's me. You know what I mean? What, like, oh shit, that's me. The most knowledgeable man in the world. You know what I mean? Tear is another big one that I knew. But yo, so seeing those things, you know what I mean? Just reading up on this game, just reading the lore, reading the that's everything in the game, yo. It's just like, yo, I was just captivated. You know what I mean? I was just in awestruck with the amount of detail they applied to this game, where nothing was half-assed when it came to the lore of everything. You know what I mean? This is not no kitty lore. This is not no Marvel Comics lore, because a lot of things is different from Marvel to the actual Norse mythology lore. You know what I mean? Here they have some things in here as well where they apply Kratos to it that change things up. But this game right here, man, yo, Cory Balrog, Sony Santa Monica, PlayStation, first parts. Yo, you guys did your thing here, man. You guys did your thing when it just came to us the actual lore. Yo, guys, I'm gonna break this fucking game down, okay? I'm gonna break this fucking. I'm gonna punch this game in the stomach. I'm breaking this fucking game down. You understand? You understand me? Yo, oh man. So let's talk about a few aspects. Let's go into actually my review score. You know what I mean? 'Cause a lot of people like scores and things like that. And you know what I mean? From there, I can give you the reasons of why that's my review score. When it comes to God of War 2018 for the PS4, your boy Jay Barry is granting this game a 9.8 out of 10. A 9.8 out of 10. This game is damn well all it's pretty much damn well perfect. You know what I mean? But there's a few little things that I felt like they could have did better here, but probably because of development cost or time to get the game out, things wasn't applied in certain aspects, right? So a 9.8 out of 5, a 9.8 out of 10 is my actual review score for this game. I love this game from beginning to end. To even what I'm doing right now. Right now, I'm doing these trials in muscle and I am struggling. You know what I mean? Because I need to get these keys. I got one more key to get so I can do the last trial, right? And I am struggling to do this, not get hit, not take any damage one. And I'm like, why am I struggling with this so much? You know what I mean? Then they put out a fucking as soon as when I'm doing good, I'm in my stride, they put out an ancient that's throwing out ice beams and ice particles out. I'm like, yeah, you bastard! I wanted to throw the axe at the TV. You know, you know what I mean? Now there's another thing I gotta apply to perfect this trial, yo. The trial, listen, man. Yo, shout out to anybody. Real talk, regardless of what difficulty you're playing this game on outside of easy, shout out to you if you complete the trials. You know what I mean? I could imagine, like, my man Sick, he's playing the game on Gimme God of War. I could imagine this man frustrated on these trials. Listen, there's certain things, player. There's certain things you can't just you just gotta get out of that. You just gotta get out of hindsight, man. You gotta get out the way. You gotta be like Ludacris, move, get out the way, get out the way, Kratos, get out the way, because you can't block everything out here in these streets, man. A block counts as a hit, man. And listen, one of my banes of my existence, I put it up on Twitter. My bane of my existence in this game, where it doesn't matter what I do, I struggle with this enemy, is them woven creatures. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The woven creatures, man. These guys right here are a nuisance. They're basically these wolves. Hold on, let me pull up the bestiary here. Let me pull up the bestiary here. The wolvers. These guys, trust me, I don't know if anybody's at this level yet, but I'm gonna assume that majority of everybody here has fought the wolvers. And these guys, they got the Street Fighter DP, where you can be swinging light or heavy, they will uppercut you. And I'm like, you guys are eating through these hits, man. Ice does work on them a lot. You know what I mean? So if you do have like the runes that grants you like, freezing ability, that works best on them because it freezes them up. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me get back to where I'm getting at. Where did I leave off? I said the trials, blah, 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 blah. Okay, God of War. My review score. 9.8 out of 10 I'm giving this game. It's a very high score and it's well deserved. Let me talk about the gripes that I had with the game. Before I talk about all the greatness, you know what I mean? Let's get the gripes out the way, you know what I mean? Before I talk about this greatness. By the way, if you're not playing this game right now, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. If you're not playing it, yo, Bear, man, I'm like about 3 trophies. Let me check. I'm like 3 trophies away from platinum in this game. I got to do the trials, and I got to go to Niflheim to do like some fog joint. And I gotta fully upgrade my axe. And then I'm 4, and I gotta beat all the Valkyries. I got 2 more Valkyries to beat, and I gotta upgrade my axe. I should try and upgrade my axe before I even do this last trial, though. Be honest with you, because I need all that. I need all that attack power. You know what I mean? I need all them hits. You know what I'm saying? But let me talk about my gripes with the game before I talk about the tons and tons of goods. And my gripes with the game is necessary. It's not like gameplay mechanics. It's not like anything is wrong with that. It's just certain like little animations is my gripe with the game. Matter of fact, one mechanic I didn't really enjoy. I'm not saying it's like it's bad, but I didn't really enjoy the boating that much. The boating was fine. You know what I mean? I thought the boat mechanics as far as you know, traversing the world on your boat. I thought it was fine, but I feel like it could have been a lot better if you incorporated your right stick to like steer a little bit. You know what I mean? Like the whole boating it required on your left stick for everything. To steer, to turn, to do all that stuff. I'm like, to go straight. I'm like, yo, damn. Can we use a right stick, please? You know what I mean? I definitely felt like they could have just tighten up that mechanic a little bit more, where it just felt more a little bit smoother. You know what I mean? There's sometimes you be boating with Kratos and he boats mad fast, like he cruising. And there's times where you just use that left stick and it's like, yo, what's going on? Why am I going so slow right here? You know what I mean? Because you're trying to steer and go straight at the same time. I just feel like that was my little gripe. I don't know if anybody had that little gripe. That was mine. And the other gripe I had is just the animation with the with Atreus jumping on your back. I felt like they could have gave a lot more animations with Atreus jumping on the back, like, you know, different angles, because you know, one thing I hate is when you know, when you have like clothing or weapons in a game and it goes through like a hand or the clothing, you know what I mean? There's no real fluid animation of, you know what I mean, of that. And there's times where Atreus, he would jump on my man Kratos' back, and his hand is right through the axe. You know what I mean? And me, I'm a very detail oriented dude, so I'm looking at that. I'm like, come on, you should have got that a little better. I felt like they could have added more animations where he could have put his hand around his shoulder, holding his neck area a little bit. It's always around like his chest or something like that. You know what I mean? And yo, to be honest with you, those are my gripes to the game. Small, minuscule type of gripes, but those are my gripes for the game. You know what I mean? And when it comes to story, the story was well played. You know what I mean? Well played. The pacing of this game is well played. Even it's for somebody that's just playing through the story straight up, you're gonna have a great pace game. If somebody that's doing a side quest and exploring and doing that, you're also gonna have a well-paced game. God of War in 2018, I felt like it was a game where, regardless what you did in the game, exploring, doing the story missions, doing the side quests, helping these ghosts out, or doing whatever, searching for items, you know what I mean, searching for treasures, doing your little treasure maps, doing your lighting up the beacons, you know what I mean, whatever it was you was doing in the game, let's explore, you know, whatever it was. This game, it never felt boring. You know what I mean? There's times where you play games where you had to do like certain side quests, or you know what I mean, you had to do certain things where you're hunting down, or you're killing, what you're collecting feathers or whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever you did in God of War, it was something integral to the actual lore or story of the game. Like one thing you was doing in this game where you gotta basically kill all of Odin's ravens, right? If you know Norse mythology, you know Odin, he dispatches his ravens so he can know what's going on. You know what I mean? The Allfather knows what's going on all times, where he just, you know, where whatever goes on in whatever realm or whatever goes on in his domain, he knows what's going on because he got his raven spies that's right there supplying it. You know what I mean? Information. That was an actual task for you to do, to destroy the ravens. You know what I mean? It's not something where like you're just collecting feathers, or you're just collecting chickens or pigs. You know what I mean? It's actually something integral to the actual lore of the game, to the actual lore of the Norse mythology. You was doing something that was meaningful. You know what I mean? And yo, you know what I mean? I'm going through and I'm searching for these damn ravens. Sometimes you can hear them like, what the fuck is this raven at? And you're looking. I never got bored with that. I was like, yo, I need to kill this damn raven. I want to see what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Odin, you're going down. You know what I mean? I'm hearing things about Odin I don't like, and Thor as well. You know what I mean? Yo, I just felt like, yo, the side stuff, the off content stuff, yo, it was so much to do. Like, yo, you can easily just put in like 40 to 60 hours in this game doing side missions and you know, I'm not even gonna call them side missions. I'm gonna call them favors. That's what they call the side missions in this game, favors. You're doing somebody a favor. You know what I mean? Because the way how Kratos portrays himself, yes, as a character, he doesn't even want to do that. He doesn't even want to do these missions. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't even want to do the missions. But at the end of the day, he's doing them as a favor because Atris is also there. You know what I mean? Edging him on, like, come on, Dad, we got to do this. You know, we can do some good out here. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? He's like, all right, I do it unless if we're getting some good materials out of it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, they even named the side missions perfectly. Favors. Because that's what you really you know what? I'm gonna do you the favor, man. I'm gonna hunt down this room for you, man. You know what I mean? And if I come back and I deliver this damn room to you, I need some compensation. You know what I mean? And it felt good. It felt right. It didn't feel tacked on to the game. You felt like you was actually playing this character created. Some games they have these certain characteristics. They have a certain ambiance about them. You know what I mean? Where they can be this begrudgingly character, or they can be this happy-go-lucky character in the main character of the game. And you do these side missions that doesn't even play within their character. You know what I mean? It's just a random old fetch quest. But the way how God of War sets itself up, it just felt right. Like, yo, I'm actually choosing whether I want to do this or not. I mean, you obviously going to do it if you want to get the better materials and stuff like that. But the way how it just portrayed itself onto you, it wasn't like, yo, this fetch quest. You know what I mean? And then you had these side quests with the dwarves. You know what I mean? Brock and Sindri, very famous dwarves, though. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure a lot of people, when you saw those names, especially when I saw Sindri, especially when I saw him, I was like, oh shit, I know that name, Brock. I didn't really hear Brock as much like that, but I know I heard of Sindri. I know Sindri forged Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. I know that for sure. Brock didn't know that much, but even though those characters they became likable. You know what I mean? Where Sindri, he had his own little intricate part where he ain't want to touch nothing disgusting, and Brock was the more, you know what I mean, the hands-on dirty dude. Like, yo, my man said, get the fuck. What the fuck you doing? You fucking around. You know, yo, this dude is cursing and all. I'm like, yo, this dude is a gangster. You know what I mean? And yo, just doing their missions, it just felt good, man. It felt good. It felt good, man. And they hooked you up. They hooked you up with some ill shit. some good ass materials, some good ass armor, some upgrades. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what my brother did to this axe. Let me fix this up real quick. But each of them is applying their own little work onto this axe, the Leviathan axe, which has its origin that was broken down too. And then when I heard the full name, I was like, yo, Sony, Cory Balrog, Sony Santa Monica, what are you doing to me right now? You just mind fucked me right now, okay? You just spin my head right in a good way. Because yo, I was even thinking that, yo. Because they were just giving the little shortcuts to the mom's name, and they was giving little nicknames and this and that, like, you know, this. I'm like, yo, I wasn't even putting it together. I wasn't even putting it together. When I ended, I was like, oh shit. We're gonna talk about that too, because like I said, my background for Norse mythology majority come from Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics portray a lot of things differently than actual Norse mythology. But like I said, when you so into a character, or you know, a series in Marvel, whatever it is, you know, you do your history, you look those things up, you do your background checks, and you start learning them more about it. That's where my Norse mythology comes from. So when I saw the full name of this chick and everything, I was just like, yo, yo. Yeah, well, we're gonna break that down a little bit later, guys. We're gonna break that down a little bit later. Oh, Nolan North is Modi, and Troy Baker is Magni. Oh, they okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, I do Wagos. What's good, man? Did you do the Valkyries? Yeah, I did 7 Valkyries. I got 2 more to go. I'm assuming this one is in Niflheim. And then I have the Valkyrie Queen to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, I didn't do the Valkyrie complete that stuff yet, but the game as far as the story is complete. You know what I mean? But yo, that's what's up, man. Nolan North and Troy Baker always find their way to be in some type of PlayStation game. They want that money, man. They want that money out here. Okay. But yeah, even those characters when they was introduced in it, I was like, that is dope as hell. That you know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't even think about those guys like that. Marty and Magni, because those are like offset Acer's gods, you know what I mean? Where they're just the sons of Thor. They don't really have too much folk tales as far as commonly known. If you're deep in Norse mythology, then you probably know them head, left and right. But you know what I mean, as far as like anything else, if you just glaze into it, you wouldn't even know them like that. But for them to incorporate them and incorporate them in a way like that, where it felt like it was like, this is cool. I'm actually fighting Thor, fucking sons and shit. This is dope. You know what I mean? Uh, so that was really fun right there. That was really fun. Um, so yeah, going into the game and the story, how Kratos even evolves himself as a character, like where he never really changed as far as his strictness, his sternness as a character, but you could definitely see like the walls was a little bit coming down when it came to Atreus. And there were certain moments in this game where I felt like this is like key components. One moment I loved in this game is where there's a scene where you go into Tyr's little dungeon or little I guess you can call it hideaway or whatever you want to call it, laboratory, whatever you want to call it, treasure chest, whatever you want to call it, Tear stuff. And you see certain things from Kratos' past that was in his vault, Tear's vault. And yo, man was reflecting on that. And then his son was like, yo, Atreus was like, what's that? He's like, yo, he quickly threw that junk down. And then Atreus still caught a little peep of what he was looking at. That was a great little moment. Another great moment is where in that right after when you get out of Tyr's vault, where you sat down and you actually drunk the Greek wine, you know what I mean, with his son. I was like, yo, this is dope as hell, man. This is dope. Yo, OBJ, what's good, man? I was like, this is dope as hell. And if you guys are doing all of what you call it stuff, Jotar's shrines, you actually see like the breakdown of how this world coexists with the old Kratos, the Greek mythology. You know what I mean? With Tyr, Tyr is a badass, man. Tyr is a badass. You know what I mean? When Tyr was, I don't even know if I want to even talk about that, but I felt like this was a huge integral part where they tied in why Kratos can possibly be in this world. You know what I mean? I was just like, yo, this is dope as hell. This is dope as hell because we're not only seeing just one aspect of this world, like Greek mythology, Norse mythology. We're seeing a whole bunch. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think we got to say that for more of like a spoiler cast kind of thing. But yo, it was dope. It was dope, man. It was dope. Yo, and just the exploration while you're one thing I also love about like PlayStation games, and I guess they learned it from like Naughty Dog, is where how they incorporate that other character within the game. I'm not just talking about like battle mechanics and you fighting. I'm just talking about stuff like where you are basically when you're just traveling around the world and you hear all right, let me break this down. When you're traveling around this world and you have these conversations with your other co-op partner, or even with Mimir when he came into the game, I always felt like that was just a good little. They do that so well where those dialogue, it like Mimir's story, right? Mimir's stories that he tell when you're boating or when you're just traveling within the world, walking around exploring. It's so good. Like his lore story is so good, and you learn a lot from what Mimir is saying, and you get a certain like you can discern for yourself like as far as how you're gonna think about this character, or you're gonna think about this character here. You know what I mean? Where it was it's so good, man. Did I see secret ending? I gotta see, man. I'm pretty sure I got all the endings, but I'm not gonna spoil everything here. I don't know if we gotta get the Valkyries and all that stuff to get everything ultimate ending, but I didn't platinum the game yet, so I don't know if I get the secret ending yet. Yo, Vic, what's good, man? But I just wanna let everybody know, man. From the smallest minuscule things within this game to the grandiose, you know, you know, story aspects to this game, you're gonna enjoy from beginning to end. This game right here, story wise, does not bore you in any single aspect. I was not, for me personally, I was not bored at all from anything I was doing in this game. Like I said, from those small little conversations with your son to the small conversation with your son, you and Mimir. Even in the beginning, where my man Kratos was trying to tell stories, and his stories were so lame as hell. But yo, it's such a cool little lesson story. You know what I mean? And I was just like, yo, Kratos, man, you need to work on your storytelling. But yeah, I get what you're trying to tell your son. You know what I mean? You're trying to teach him these lessons, but you be a little, you lighten up a little bit, Kratos. You know what I mean? Yo, and there's side missions as well. I felt like I already touched on this with the side missions, but the side missions even play into the actual story missions, right? Where there was one side mission where you was doing something for a ghost on one of the ghost side missions or favors, or whatever you want to call it, where he gotta pretty much hunt down his son, but his son pretty much killed him, and you gotta hunt down his son, and then you find his son, and the son got betrayed, and yo, that actually played into the actual story a little bit because yo, you see when Atreus finds out certain things about his character and finds out things about himself, you can see he became a little bit more arrogant, more cocky, like he can do whatever he want to do. And there's a certain part, man, where my man was off the handles. You know what I mean? My man was off the handles where he was doing certain shit. It was like, yo, that threw me back where I was like, yo, I just did a side mission for this ghost where something similar could happen with Atreus and Kratos within this ghost story. And I'm just like, yo, this is so crazy, man. Yo, Kratos, you gotta prevent this. You gotta prevent this. Yo, Wolfo, what's good? Yo, this whole stream probably might be spoilers, to be honest, because to review the game, I doubt you can. I'm not gonna review the game where I'm trying to be as general as possible, but just the way how I do things, I don't think I can not talk about the game without spoiling certain aspects. You know what I mean? Yo, Mimir's stories was so interesting, man. It was so interesting, man. You know what I mean? I was just like, yo, this junk is just crazy. Like Mimir, man. Yo, when I just saw Mimir, we all know Mimir was gonna be in the game, but I didn't know. Well, we did saw that in the story trailer, but I didn't know he was gonna come. I didn't know he was gonna be in the game the whole time. You was pretty much around once you did whatever you did to him when you cut off his head, and I was just like, yo, they made him such an interesting character where not only is he giving you like good information, he's giving you nice lore, you know what I mean, when you're traveling, but he's also helping you in battle as well. When you got Mimir and Atreus is helping you like, yo, to your back, brother, to the right, brother. You know what I mean? Yo, he's like, oh, straight to the right. You know what I mean? Yo, it actually plays a great part in the game. You know what I mean? So, yo, like I said, man, I'm repeating myself from the story aspect. You're not gonna be bored with this game. This game is gonna dive its teeth into you, and it's gonna hold on until you at the end of the game. You know what I mean? Yo, I do Wagos. Yo, I did the same thing, bro. I did the same thing. Yo, I was basically, when you about to dock, I was a dock and I was just chilling. I'm listening to the story. I'm like, go ahead, man. Tell me this story. I'm listening too, man. You know what I mean? I'm sitting down. I'm like, okay, go ahead, man. Finish your story, bro. Because I ain't docking until you finish your damn story. and the thing is, what's cool about it too, you can even dock or you can even do something. And he was like, all right, we'll continue this another time, brother, or another time. And then when you do continue to go on the boat or you do continue to explore, you're like, yeah, so picking off where I left off against Thor and this and that, and you know what I mean? I was just like, yo, this is dope as hell, man. But they learned that from the last of from what's it called, from from who from Naughty Dog with Uncharted. Uncharted, you do the same thing, like Uncharted, or even The Last of Us, where you do a certain aspect, and once you get into like a battle, or you're doing something that was integral to the story, they were like, oh, we'll continue this another time. Then when you get back to the load times, the settle down times, they continue with that story where I left off, and this and that and this and that. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly, yo. Exactly, exactly. I loved it, man. I loved it to the death of me, man. Like I felt like this game right here is top notch. This game right here, top notch story. I'm like, yo, I didn't even talk about like the battle mechanics, or other mechanics yet. We're gonna get into that, man. But I just want to get people like, yo, if you want to enjoy a good story, play this game. Play this game. It is a good ass story, man. I'm telling you, yo, you're not going to be bored at all with anything. The pacing is well done. Like, yo, I enjoyed Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn is another game that I loved a lot. But Horizon Zero Dawn is obviously a more different game, but it is not as is not paced like how God of War is paced. Because God of War is just more of a more fast pacing type of game. Because you're always going to be in combat in God of War, where oh, excuse me, where in Horizon, there's a lot of down times where you just by yourself as Aloy. You know what I mean? Imagine if Horizon had like a little co-op partner, or you know what I mean, like a little robot to talk to or something. Yo, it'd have been, the pacing would have been a much better. You know what I mean, with Horizon, man. God of War PS5 gonna look crazy. Facts, man. You know what I mean? We said that ending reveal, man, based on his son. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that. Witcher 3 or God of War? Definitely God of War. Witcher 3 is also a great game, but I think God of War is better in every aspect of Witcher 3. You know what I mean? The exploration is much more tight. It's not as vast as Witcher 3. Witcher 3, you have the horse, you have a whole bunch of stuff. The world's just much bigger. You know what I mean? But the exploration in this game is just much more tight and concealed, where it just felt good. You know what I mean? The Witcher 3 like RPG mechanics was good too, where you can craft like your little potions, and I mean, you got to put the whetstones on your sword. That stuff was cool. Witcher 3 was a lot more. Witcher 3 was a lot more, I guess you can call it a little bit more hardcore than God of War RPG mechanic. But God of War RPG mechanics is definitely top notch as well. God of War, you could call this God of War an RPG. You know what I mean? Hands down, you can call this game right here an RPG. The RPG mechanics is top notch in this game. I was shocked. I was shocked when I actually dove into this game for the first time, like the menus. I was like, yo, the menus in this game is really like hardcore. Like, yo, you got your weapons menu, you got your armor menu, you got your skills menu, you have the map, you have the goals, the codex, the resources. I never really went into like that unless I was trying to craft like a certain armor. But the weapon menu, you have like four different slots in your weapon menu where you can update. You can hold up. How I got this? You can update. You can update your 1 second. Oh no, I ain't watching no spoiler cast right now. I still ain't ultimately complete the game. So I ain't watching that right now, Vic. Calm your ass down, Vic. So yeah, the yo, Vic out here though, he don't give a damn. My man Vic sent me spoiler casts and shit. What's going on here, Vic? Yo, Chuck, what's good, man? You know what I mean? I felt like the menus from this game. at first, if you're not used to something like this, like an RPG game, if you don't really play RPG games, it's gonna be like a lot to take in for you. You know what I mean? Where you're looking at a whole bunch of like reading, you're looking at a whole bunch of charts, and you're looking at a whole bunch of like, you know, show this description. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of stuff you got to look into or take or consider when you're looking into this menu. But you know, somebody that if you play RPGs, you're not gonna be in any worry when it comes to this. So the weapon, you can upgrade your weapons. Then from your weapons, you can add freaking these runes. What it called, the runes? What is it called again? Yeah, the runic attacks. These you can add the runes where you got the light and you got heavies. And trust me, there is a lot to choose from. It's not like, it's not like you have like one specific rune attack for the light and one specific light attack. Heavy attack, rune attack for the heavies. Yo, you have a whole bunch of these joints. Yo, I have about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 so far, and I didn't buy the other ones. I have 9 so far for my axe, light rune attacks, and all of them is upgraded because I got mad XP now. Yo, Dre, what's good, man? Then the heavies attack. Yo, the heavy attacks is good too, and all of them have different focuses. So the heavy, the light attacks, they all have different categories where you have the area attack. So you have an AOE, you have your melee, you have your line. You know what I mean? So depending on what type of player you are, however you want to use it, you can if you want to get people off you can probably use the line attacks to get them off you in a straight line. If anybody's coming from a straight area, you have the area. If you like, one of my favorite ones is Ivil's Anvil, where he slams his axe in the floor and it's just an AOE of the frost. But anybody's in that area, you getting frozen, you're gonna be staying still. I'm just gonna wail attacks on your way. You know what I mean? That shit is so ill. But the other one that I do like is another area attack called the Frost Giant's Frenzy. So Kratos, my man, is taking this axe and he's just slamming it on the ground. Each time he's slamming it on the ground, it's like a ice AOE's coming out. And yo, when you upgrade this junk to the fullest, all you gotta do is keep mashing out R2, and yo, he's going on a frenzy. He's smashing. And that right there, it can clear out a whole bunch of dudes, man. Like, yo, I use this attack for a lot of the trials that I was doing. Like the ones where you had to defeat like 100 of them. I was like, yeah, come on, Spawn. Okay, come on here. Boom, boom, boom. I was taking them out, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, the meteorite heavy. Oh yeah. That one is deal too. But that's for a different weapon. You know what? I think it's safe to spoil this weapon that's in the game. And this is also another huge story element to the game where we learn from the first. Oh, Chuck is in here.
What's good, Mike?
Oh, yo, what's good, Chuck? What's good, man? What's good, yo? Hold on, we gonna talk about it, man.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Let me get my man Persona here too. I know Persona home. Let me get my man Persona here, man. Yo, you beat the game, right, Chuck?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that boy Chuck. Yo, he beat it on the low. Okay, I got you. Yo, I'm gonna talk to you as well, man, because I'm gonna interview your ass because you were talking real greasy.
Hey, I'm about to eat crow, but yeah, go ahead. I'm eating crow.
You know what I mean? You talking that ish, man. Go back
to
what I was saying.
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
Hey, yo, Persona. Don't this happen in every game? Chuck try to bash me.
Yo, listen.
Hey,
let me talk. Yo, hold up. Let me talk my shit for a second. Yo, Chuck, you about to get exposed. Listen, man.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something about Chuck. Chuck the fam. Chuck the bro. He the fam. But my man's bash God of War for months. He was like, this is dog shit. This is trash. Yo, as soon as he got the game, my man's was like, yo, guys, this game's amazing. Yo, he canceling podcasts to play the game, bro. Listen, man. Who cancels a podcast?
Bro,
That's how you know a game is good. When you canceling your podcast. Like, yo, guys,
for real. I was shocked. I was like, damn, Chuck. You canceling the podcast? That man was
honestly,
he was intrigued.
I knew Chuck was gonna like the game though. I knew he was.
Yeah, cause he was definitely going in on some he was definitely going in on some craziness with comparisons and shit. And I was just like, yo, boy, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
And
Yeah, my man
I
was
almost called him boy.
My man was comparing it to. I'm like, listen.
Yeah, I saw your tweets. So I didn't want to disrespect. So I fell back. You know what I mean? But yo, let me get this point out before we continue. We gonna get a few people in here because Dre wants to get in and Vic wants to get in as well. But there's a certain story aspect in the game where in the first trailer, the second trailer we saw, we know that Atreus, he got sick. Well, we didn't know what's the real reason why he got sick, but that was just part of him not knowing about his godhood. You know what I mean? Where he's trying to be immortal and he's not immortal. You know what I mean? He's half God, half. You know what I mean? He has a lot of things.
It's a spoiler cast. It's about to be a mix. Spoiler cast. Might as well.
We're gonna spoil things, but it's gonna be light and spoilers. I think we'll save it for your spoiler cast to go in like a real in-depth kind of joint. But
okay.
So Atreus got sick and Kratos had to go to a certain area, right? In a game where a lot of the guys in this Norse mythology, they fear going to this area. And big shout out to Sony Santa Monica and Cory Barra, PlayStation, for how they did Helheim, bro.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the back of Helheim?
They did Helheim so good, bro.
Did you see the back of Helheim? You see Shorty? You see Shorty's chilling?
Oh my god! When I seen the old girl, I forgot her. What do you call her? I don't know.
Oh, that's Hella, baby. That's Hella.
Hella, right? I forget.
Yeah.
That's Hella that's chilling in the back. Yeah, I was like, yo, that is
amazing.
a good little cameo right there. She ain't doing nothing. She just chilling. Cause Hella, she really minds her business unless you trying to interfere, which she kind of did. And I, you know what? I'll say that for your spoiler. Cause I was
about to go in right
I was
there.
about to go in. But at the end of the day, so for Kratos to actually go into this, because there's certain enemies that the Leviathan axe really can't do fare well against, especially against the Hell Walkers, I think it was called. I forgot their name. Was it Hell Walker? Pretty much, if you guys seen
Yup.
What up, Vic?
That Vic?
What's going on?
The Hell Reavers or the Hell Reaver Guard. Yeah, those dudes. They call them Hell Walkers, but you can pretty much call them what Game of Thrones call them. They pretty much the
White Walkers.
The White Walkers.
Yeah.
And yeah, so your Leviathan axe, it really have like an ice mechanic to it.
Mm-hmm.
By default, you can add other things to it with your little runes and all that stuff, but they really can't. They don't really. The Leviathan axe doesn't fare well against these weapons. So Kratos, my man, was like, I guess I gotta go back into my past.
Oh man,
that part gave me chills, bro.
Listen,
it gave me chills, man. Oh man,
when you're on the boat going back home, bro.
Man. He was contemplating, like, man, should I do this? Should I really go get these weapons?
Yo, talk about that real quick, man. Talk about that real quick before we get into the weapon.
Yo, for a minute, I didn't think they were gonna bring that weapon back. Cause they were so quiet on it, they just kept focused on the axe and you could use this son for. He got the bow, he got the axe, but I didn't think they had me going for me. Like, they're not gonna bring these weapons back. But when Kratos said I gotta go to my past, I was like, don't play with me.
I didn't think we were gonna see it until I thought we was gonna probably get it like the next game. I thought something crazy was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I gotta bring my babies back. Yeah. Well, my man geared up. The way I put that chain on, he was like, ugh.
Man, bro, it's like, ugh. Put that muscle into it, bro. I was tripping out, man. I was definitely flipping out.
I wasn't even sold on it. I was like, you know what, they're gonna probably bring it back for this one level. But when I went into the menu and I saw that skill tree, I was like, oh shit.
That's what I was getting at. That skill tree with the weapons. You know what I mean? At first, we only saw like 3 weapons, right? We saw the axe. The thing is, it's the actual skill tree, the actual combat in this game is so in depth. Even your shield does work, bro. Your shield does.
Yeah.
work. Yo, your shield will stun enemies quick.
Yeah,
quick,
that one
especially when you hold that R2 one and go boom, and you knock him into the wall or something. Yo, and then you have Atreus's bow where I didn't know his stuff was that in depth as well. Yo, where
his bow, he's clutch, bro.
Yo, he's okay as fuck, bro.
Clutch,
thank God for him.
And he put in work. He put in work.
For real, yo, thank God for him is the correct statement. Bro.
I'm just being honest, man. He saved me.
There's enemies that you're gonna be fighting. Yo, what? Yo, I so much to talk about. Yo, let's go to the weapons first. Let's break down these I'm about to talk about what was your most annoying enemy, but I was like, let's go down to the weapon. We're on the track of the weapons. So, Vic stated that when you get like a certain weapon, the Blades of Chaos. All right, guys. All right, you get the Blades of Chaos.
That's it, man.
It's been a week, man.
You gonna talk about how he saw Athena, man? I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, but I didn't know who the fuck that was at first, bro.
I knew. I was like,
that's Athena's in head. Yeah, Athena's in head. Get out my head. You're done. But yo, Vic nailed it, yo, man. Yo, I didn't know the Blades of Chaos was gonna be that intricate, yo. And the fact that you can add the runics to the Blade of Chaos too.
Oh man,
like, yo, they got so much. Then you can do the pommel to the. I'm like, yo, y'all doing too much, bro, in a good ass way. Yo, that's good.
I definitely think, because that was like one of my gripes with the game when I first seen it. I'm like, the combat was just, I wasn't feeling the combat from what we seen. I was like,
with left-right attacks.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because like the axe, it's cool. I actually, love the axe in this game. Once you upgrade and stuff, it's kind of powerful actually. But I was like, damn, I'm like, the blades could work in this game. I was always saying them like, why not put the blades in this game, bro, and like add, to that, and they did that. And like Vic said, like once he said that, he was taking that boat ride. I'm like, bro, don't play. I was really, I was like, don't play with me.
He was really fighting with it, like, man, I don't want to get this.
I was jumping on my feet. I was like, yo, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. I was getting hyped,
me too, boy.
My kids was like, what's wrong with you, Dad? I'm like, you just don't understand, man. Like, you don't understand what's going on right now.
Yeah. That's the way how they presented everything. It felt good. It felt right. Like, yo, this is a homage to all the old fans right here.
Yeah, man, that's excellent, dude. Thank you for doing that, man.
Yo, they actually feel good in this game. Like the blades actually work.
It do, man. Yo, cause that first area when you got your Blades of Chaos and you had to fight all the hell reavers and all that stuff. Yo, you was just wailing on cats. Like I was going like, bro.
You got them blades, but you started fucking shit up, man.
And you know what's cool too? You know what's cool about it? Some of the old animations that's in the game where you see perspective
man.
Where that one how much of that in the air a little bit, and he just slammed. I was like, yo, they got that in the game. I was like, yo, I was losing.
I was remembering like all the old games, like you said, all the animations. I was like, though, that's so dope. How they put that in there. You'd actually upgrade the Blades of Chaos to even unlock more moves from the old games. It was done perfect. I was really tripping out.
In there. I was like, yo,
man. It was definitely a good look on their part, man. Easily one of the hypest moments of the game, man. Like if you didn't get chills from that, then you're not a God of War fan. Yeah, a lot of people wanted the Blades in the game because I'm telling you, I'm like, dude. It makes no sense for the Blades not to be in the game. I was really saying that the whole time.
As much as you introduce like a new weapon, the axe is great. You can call that. That's what I'm saying. The axe is OP, but it's still a game that is based off of something else. What we played before. Fans gonna want us to do that. You don't even have to use. I mean, certain areas you got to use the Blades of Chaos, but you can still use the axe and still do what you got to do. But
what up? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yo, Dre, you beat the game?
Yo, listen, bruh. I think I'll beat it for all of y'all.
Oh, nah, I just want to make sure because we're gonna spawn some things in here.
I wouldn't have been in here if I hadn't, bro. I would have disliked this shit and spat. I fucking.
Hey, yo, man, how you feel about that scene, man? Going on that boat, your son is sick. The witch is telling you a certain thing what you got to do, and it's like, yo, the axe ain't gonna work with these enemies, man. You gotta use something different.
Bro, listen,
how you feel about that setup, man?
Bro. I stood up. I was like, nah, fam. They're not about to do this shit, bro. Because when she's saying that, she's like, yo, yeah, the ice ain't gonna work in there. He's like, I gotta go back home. I'm like, when he said that shit, I was like, what the fuck you mean? At first, when he said home, I thought he was talking about going back to Greece and shit. I'm like, wait, why would you go back there? I'm like, why would you go back there? Like, you fucked that shit up, you know what I'm saying? But when he said home and then he looked down on his freaking arm, like, nah, bro. They're not about to give this man his blaze back, fam. And then he went. And I like the whole build up, bro, because it was so slow going there. You know what I'm saying?
It had you thinking, like,
you couldn't even sprint back to the house, man. You knew it was going to get
bro. You have to walk. And then you see Athena. He's like, yo, get out of my head. And then he went. And he's like, oh, that's why he told the kid never to go under the house and shit. I'm like, bruh, he pulled them shits out. And that's a crazy thing because when you have the axe, bro, you played a different style, right? When you have the axe, you all methodical. You got to think about.
Yeah, you got to think about stuff.
Yeah. When you get the blaze, bro, you don't give a shit.
You swinging, bro.
I'm swinging, bro.
You're going ham.
Hey, yo, when I get the blaze, bro, I'm pushing R1 twice. And I'm going heavy.
Yeah. You don't give a shit. You're just going ham on everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, and then all of the moves you unlock, you know what I'm saying, it's from the old game. So it's like the runes and all that you put in there, it's all from moves from the old game. And it's like, bro, this shit feels so good, man. You know what I'm saying?
The stuff that they added to the game as well, because you know with the axe where you press R1, you pause a little bit and you get into like a stance, right? That's always a typical combat move. For any hack and slash move where you can just pause a little bit and then go. They even apply that to the blaze. I was just like, crazy. That was a scale to me, man. And then, there's the other move he does where he's just stabbing with the blades. I did that.
That R2.
It's like a
R2.
Yeah,
shanking dudes.
I mean, like, it feels so viscous. It's a different like camera view. So when he's just doing that, like, I'm like,
it's just so vicious, man. And I was talking to Chuck too. We were talking about this shit last night. It's like, they're smart about it too because when everybody get the freaking blaze, they're not gonna want to use the axe and shit. But they force you to use the freaking the axe even after you use the blaze. You know what I'm saying? So you still have to switch it up and all that.
I was the opposite. I was the opposite because when I got the blaze, I was already like level 5 on the axe.
Yeah, the
axe is OP. Like I was just like, the blaze ain't doing that much damage. But when you start leveling that nigga up,
man. Just the fact that it's the blaze and shit, people's like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? But you still have to use it because the axe. Yeah, by the time you get there, your axe is freaking OP. You know what I'm saying? Kind of OP and like you get the blaze and you just like want to use that shit OD. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro, you have to switch it up, man.
How did it feel for y'all with that camera view? Now, it's a different camera view. You can control the camera angles using the blaze of chaos, man.
Bro, that shit worked perfectly.
It worked. Yeah, it worked. It felt good. It felt real good.
it felt natural, man. It's like, this shit, even in this style, it should just seem more visceral because it's just so up close and you feel every enemy getting hit and shit like that. It's kind of crazy, man. Like
you actually see that man jump in the air and like screaming. Hey we asked my man Shayes the question, what is the trophies like? The trophies are pretty good in this game. You're gonna get some challenge. Doing certain stuff, especially the trials, man. I'm working on that right now.
Man. The Valkyries
is also I got a lot to
I'm telling y'all right now, the Queen Valkyrie is no joke. Bro, that bitch coming out that rim tier, grabbing your neck, nigga, and dragging you to the ground. As soon as she come out that bitch.
Yeah, I haven't fought her yet, but them Valkyries is a bitch, man.
Yeah, there's a few of these Valkyries is annoying.
That's funny. That video that Persona posted up about him almost killing that Valkyrie and getting body.
Ultra?
Yeah, like I was on that Valkyrie too. Like when he posted that shit up, I'm like, damn, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, she was annoying, bro. There's another one you gonna fight, She got like she used her wings like shields.
Yeah,
And you don't
bro.
figure out if you don't figure out, you're gonna get bodied, yo.
At first,
Bro,
I'm like, yo, how do you get the? Yeah, well, you have to break some shield basher just to break the guard or
the
whatever.
queen used all that shit.
I can imagine.
All that shit.
I hate the ones that blind you, bro. That blinding shit is fucking the worst.
Oh yeah.
All you gotta do is get Atrius to shoot them when they in the air.
Yeah, I
knock
figured
them
it out.
down.
Yeah, I had to figure it
Yeah.
out because when she's up there, you can either do that or throw the axe at her and knock her out of it.
Because the radius on that blind shit is ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Bro. That shit covers the whole freaking thing, man.
And some of them do that little air dive, yo. They quick as hell sometimes. Like, yo, they got you such a fear, like you in guard mode the whole time.
Yeah, it's crazy. And
Got you like,
they just drop that, man. The ones that jump up and like
worthy.
and land on your neck and just start stepping on your neck, bro. I'm like, come on, bro.
You're not worthy. Yo, Chuck, did you fight any of these Valkyries yet?
Not yet, man.
Man, go for it, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody got the plat?
No, not yet.
Nah, I'm 4 trophies away from the plat right now. You know what I mean? Listen, the trials, yo, I'm doing right now. At Mustafine, where you gotta do like 6 of these trials, right? So you do 5 of them, where there's 2 trials each, and then at the last trial or at the 6th, you're gonna fight the Valkyrie, right? You fight a Valkyrie, which she's probably one of the toughest ones that I fought, man. Oh my god, that little fight! And then after you beat her, it resets the trials, where you're gonna need these 3 keys in order for you to do the 6th trial, bro. And I need 1 more key, and I'm working on this one where I can't get touched, like I can't take any damage. And yo, they put such the oddest mixes of enemies in the damn game. I'm like, yo, why, bro? I hate this enemy.
You got to the part when the Soul Eater come out.
That's what I was feeling mad good, bro. I was like, yeah, all right, let's get it. How much I got? I got 4 more left. They bring out this dude Ancient, man, with the ice, and I was like, oh my god, I got him. Like, ooh.
You got to slow roll that shit, bro. When he come out, keep your guard up, man. Got to keep your guard up.
But not them Wolverines, man. You don't take them out if you let them level up.
Let Atrius handle them. You know, he uses runic attack. The wolves.
Oh yeah, I use that for sure. The wolves is the one I keep.
I love the wolves one, man.
Yeah, I don't use no rabbit. I use the wolves, man. No crows, none of that, man. But yo, let's get into this combat real quick because go ahead. Chuck is in the building. And,
oh yeah.
we gotta talk to Chuck for a little bit, man.
All right.
Chuck, man, I want you to break down this combat for us, man. Because at first you was going a little crazy, man. You was like, this game is nothing but a rise.
Hey, bro. Hey, man.
This man, bro. Goddamn.
I mean, look, I'll say this. You know, my whole issue with the combat was it looked extremely clunky to me. It did. And that's just from me watching it, you know, not me playing it, but for me watching it, because that's all we had at the time. I'm like, I'm not feeling the direction because I'm like, damn, you can't jump, you can't do this. It feel like they took away, you know, the combo structure of the game. Even though like the older God of War wasn't like a combo heavy game like that, but it just felt like it was limited. Now, when you actually play it, I'll eat crow on this one because after you fight Baldur for the first time and the game got kind of slow for a little bit before you went to the whole summit thing or whatever, I wasn't really feeling. I'm like, yeah, this is kind of what I thought it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? But once you get past that part, like things started to open up. Man, I was like, dude, you could actually like do crazy combos in the game. And I was like, dude, that kind of blew me away. I was like, damn. So I could combo.
Your Atrius is like a reset.
Yeah, I was like, I could combo, call in the Atreus, and still continue to combo. I was doing some crazy shit, man. I just didn't want to upload it because I didn't want to spoil it for nobody. But I was like, damn, this is kind of nuts, man.
Them dudes beating that air mad long, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Bro. It was definitely something. So yeah, I think once I got towards the end of the game, I was just going ham, man, switching back and forth from the blades to the axe, using the Atreus, all his shit, man. It you know, I was wrong. I was definitely wrong about that. They did a really good job of actually making the combat more satisfying than previous games. You know, because like I said, I even tried to play God of War 3 before this shit came out. I'm like, man, I can't play this shit. This shit kind of trash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was being dead ass too. Like, it doesn't really. Yeah, it feels like dated, man. It definitely feels dated.
So going from your thoughts now about the combat, will you compare it to Rise, bro? Oh, we was trying to tell you. Hey, you wasn't trying to hear us.
I think
is that Dre in here? Hold on.
Yes, that's me, bro. You're welcome.
Yeah, I definitely. I say it is similar to Rise a little bit. In a sense, you can counter, you can do all that stuff, but I think it's more in depth. I think God of War combat is what Rise should have been, in my opinion. Not with all the magical shit, of course, but it's just like the free flowing stuff. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's just I don't know.
Hey, Rick,
man, what's up?
Why do people feel like this is the first God of War to have counter in that shit, bro? I hear people say that as if like this is the first God of War to have a counter. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely not.
Like
it's definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? God of War's had counters.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Golden Fleece.
That.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's not my whole thing. But like I said, overall, I definitely like the combat. To me, made the game more enjoyable because I was going to like I just hope they have a good story, and the story was excellent. The game obviously looks good, so I was like, man, hopefully the combat won't be too repetitive. And it wasn't, man. Like I said, by the end of the game, I was doing so much nonsense. And like, I was just going off.
That's the biggest difference to me. Like when you play Rise, when I was playing Rise, like at first I was like, yo, this is kind of dope, man. You know what I mean? You can do the counters, and you do the quick time events to get certain attributes. You know what I mean? Back, you're gonna have to do the quick time events. You don't have to do it, but it benefits you to do it.
Yeah,
right. But through the mid part of the game, especially when you got to like when you became the gladiator part, the combat just became a little bit stale, man. Like I wasn't really like,
man.
It wasn't really like no leveling up. You wasn't really doing anything different. You was just getting stronger as far as things you was doing and earning more stuff. But God of War, dude, when you progressing through that game, the combat was getting better. Then he was like, yo, I just did this. Then now they gave me this stance where I could do in the stance. Then I throw the axe this way. I can link Atris, then I can just press R2 and then I hit the enemy up.
Way more satisfying.
It was just craziness, bro. I was like, yo, this game is fun as hell, bro. Even when you're doing these trials, bro, the trials are hard, but you still benefit from doing some of the more advanced stuff because you will kill the enemies much quicker. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I was just like, yo, the combat, I can't compare it to Rise, man. I can see the camera angle.
That's about it.
I don't remember with Rise you can do like a dash or a roll. I think you probably do a roll. I'm not too sure, but God of War, you got the dash, you can do a little side step, or you can do the roll. Sometimes you don't want to do the roll because the roll you're going to recover a little bit slower, and dudes is going to slap you. So sometimes you just got to do it's way
better than I thought it was going to be. So I definitely get a problem.
It's crazy in this game too. Like usually you play this type of games and you have weapons where you level up, and by the time you get to the end of the game, you like super OP. You just run through shit. Not this game, bro. You still freaking getting a challenge. You know what I'm saying? And you still get bodied, bro. Like your weapons and shit is more powerful. Well, you still got to play it the right way. You can't just go in and try to hack and slash your way to victory. Like you're gonna get bodied. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you still
I think the enemy scale with your level too, because it was some areas when I went back to the beginning.
Yeah,
I went back to the beginning area. I seen level 7. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, especially the Reavers, man. No, the Reverence. Level 7.
Yo, them
Reverend
are a fucking problem, man.
I was like, yo, listen, man. Why you gave these chicks ice abilities, poison abilities? I'm like,
she gave them everything, bro.
That's the poison. Those the poison chick. Hey, bro, those things are fucking annoying, bro. There was just some parts where I was like,
I just stunned the fuck out of them,
bro. I told Dre, I'm about to delete this game, man. I'm like, I can't. I couldn't get past this shit, bro.
The regular enemies will body you in this game. Not like it's a mini boss. It's regular enemies body you.
Yeah.
Them
the freaking remnants and the dark elves, bro.
The dark elves, I hate them motherfuckers, man.
Yo, the heavy draugrs, yo. They're not as bad, right, by themselves. But when they come together in a group, you gotta watch them. You gotta watch
Yeah,
them, bro.
they definitely are a problem. I mean, the combat in the of this
Mhm.
game is like it's like the complete. It's what like the evolution of a game should be in terms of combat. I know a lot of people were comparing it to
Mhm.
Rise, but this is like an entirely different league of its own because the amount of things you can do, like with the ruining attacks, and when you get. Wait, did you guys talk about the second weapon you get, or we're not spoiling that?
Mhm.
We can talk about.
Yeah,
All right, when
we
you get
spoke about
when
it,
you
man.
get
We
the
spoke about
blades,
Wait, where was
yeah, when you get
Persona
the
at, man?
Blades of Chaos, I was
Same.
on the phone. My fault. I
Uh,
was on the phone. Sorry about that. My fault. Nah, but when you get the blades and just all the attacks and the combos, the chains, it still feels very God of War-ish when it comes to like comboing and like juggling and really like getting real hack and slash with it. But you still have to approach it with a more strategic way, especially where you got two ogres, three heavies,
man,
light groggers, and it's
Oh man, like yeah,
yo,
they
even
all
they
even
all
come
mixing
together.
each
yo,
other. They,
even
no,
even
don't
the
forget the
revenant.
nightmares
yo,
that
Oh
possess
my god,
that
bro!
that
possessed
Oh,
possess
yo,
them.
them
Come on,
little
fam.
nightmares are so annoying, bro. Oh my god.
yo, even one of them regular joggers, bro. One time they came upon me and I thought he hit me and I was like, I'll be able to block the next one. He was just spamming the freaking butt. I'm like, yo, he was OD. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
yo,
the one you
calm
talking about the
down,
ones
bro.
The
with the
one
two
with the two
swords?
blades?
Yeah, like they were just
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, they
OD.
coming, bro. They
I'm
ain't
like,
playing.
they wasn't stopping. I'm like, yo, chill.
You
I'm
gotta
like,
count. You gotta count them sometime, man,
yeah,
because
but I'm like,
they going like a frenzy attack. They
yeah,
just keep coming.
I thought they was
Mhm.
gonna hit me one time and stop. Nah, bro, that was freaking OD. And I'm like, god damn, that shit was crazy.
Man, it was after when I beat the game, there was I went to like one of the realm tiers and it was two revenants. So I'm like, all right, whatever, I got a trade. So
Oh, I
the
think I know
best
which
Oh
the
one you're
best
yeah,
talking
move
yeah,
about.
I think I
the
fought that
best
one.
Niflheim?
the best no, not Niflheim, in where those two stones are that you gotta read in order to unlock
Yeah.
Musselheim and Niflheim or whatever.
Hmm.
Right.
That realm tier that's right there. By the way, side note, one of the best move of Trace is them fucking wolves. When you level that up to level 3,
Oh yes.
that
Yeah,
shit is
I
the
never left the
fucking
wolves, bro.
best.
yeah, them
I
wolves
never
was
left
snapping.
the wolves.
Them wolves
I
was
got all them other wolves. All I used was the wolves because the wolves
Yep.
saved my life during that fucking Valkyrie
I
fight.
ain't need
I was
no
like,
rabbit.
damn it,
I don't need no crow.
I don't need
Let's
no
go,
No,
bro.
nothing. The wolves,
Man,
bro.
don't
I
sleep,
get
bro.
don't sleep on the
get
crows, though.
three
Don't sleep on the
wolves that
crows,
hit
man.
funny.
nah,
Nah,
them
man.
Yo,
wolves.
for
Listen.
real
Them
though,
wolves
the crow,
are
Don't sleep
for the,
on the crows,
yeah, I
bro.
use them crows, bro. Them
nah.
crows be doing
They
the
do
shitty
the
work.
Wolves
most
is not some
damage.
shit.
Yeah, dogs.
The
Cause
Bro.
wolves is
when the crows act like the lightning, the when you hold on the square, and you just do put all enemies in stun lock. The crows kind of work that way. You know what I'm saying? When you press
yeah.
it, cause they attack everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the wolves do. Because when you level up the wolves to level 3, you get 3 wolves that
Yeah.
hit twice each. Them things,
Mhm.
they were juggling the Valkyries, bro. Yo, them
Hey,
things
bro.
juggle, bro. Trust what I tell you, boy. When you got like bad enemies, you throw the wolves out.
Yo,
Listen, man,
facts, man. Yo,
the
when you about
wolves,
to die, you fighting the Valkyrie, throw the wolves out and shield up, bro.
the wolves
Yeah.
do. When I fought I was just fighting 2 revenants, bro. And I died like no bullshit. I hate to admit this. I died like 15 times because I'm like, yo, what am I doing wrong? And it's like, yo, I thought with the poison that you throw, you couldn't block it. But you can block the poison. So I'm like, all right, let me slow it down. Because I'm like stunning them and then trying to run in and, mash, hack inside. So I'm like, nah, I gotta slow down when I'm fighting these two chicks because you gotta look at
Let
their
me ask you.
movement and their
At that
pattern.
point when you was at, was you still using your Leviathan sheet? I mean, axe.
Yeah.
You see that? Yo, when you stun the chick, especially when you use a lightning arrow, when you stun them a little bit and you see them shaking, they electrocuted. Yo, switch to the Blaze of Chaos, go to that target, press R1, and hold that bad boy. My man Kratos gonna send that fire. Boom, blow that ass up. That
Yo,
judge,
it's funny. It's funny though, but
it
like,
I
yo,
builds
use the
even
feast
bad
for the
stuff.
revenants,
even though
man.
we got like the blaze of chaos. You got me saying Kratos. The blaze of chaos. I still find myself using the axe a little
Yeah.
more just because
Yeah, I use the
I
axe a
don't know.
lot.
That axe is just the axe feel like it hurt more. Like it's that like the way he swing that thing, the way he be slamming it down, them ice moves. Yo, that thing really does like
That John brutal,
hit.
bro.
That thing hits, man. It's like haymaker after haymaker with that. I found
Yeah,
myself using the my bare hands. I didn't really use my bare hands too much throughout the game, actually.
I use
Only a
it
few
for the
times.
revenants. But you switch to that blue arrow, stun lock them, then go hit use the fist to stun them, then click on R3, and then start snapping their neck. And that shit.
I use my fist a lot too. When you hold down R1 and you do the shield where it trips them on the floor, and all you gotta do is hold R2 and then you do the pound. Man, that's gonna stun them quick, bro. Because in one of these trials, when you do them, you're gonna have to kill them really quick because they're gonna heal up. They're gonna regenerate real quick, and you're gonna need that stun, man, to get them in that stun state.
The fist builds up that stun meter a lot quicker than the axes of the blades.
Yeah, the blade don't really do the stun me unless you're using the charge up moves like the target and charge up moves.
That's because the blade doesn't really work off of strength or nothing. It works off of the runic.
Off the runic,
Yeah. So it's definitely runic with the blades. That definitely ain't no strength.
What's your worst enemy that you pretty much hate to fight? The small ones.
Small enemies. Honestly, I'm gonna be straight. If it's like more than like 2 of those floating eye shits,
it's a nightmare, bro.
The nightmares. As soon as I see them bitches, bro, I'm taking them niggas out of there, bro. You know what I'm saying? With the blades, you just throw that shit on them, drag them in, and you can throw them onto another one that stuns them automatically. Stun the next one automatically. Just going for the freaking kill. I'm getting rid of them right away, bro, because they freaking.
I just let Atreus hit them arrows at them.
Yeah, the might was shit. Either that
take them out real quick.
Honestly, the
Remnant is one of the most.
The Reverence is second for me.
Or the knights with the big knights with the sword that running towards you.
Oh yeah.
You fought the one with the shield on his back?
That charge.
Crazy.
Oh my
God, bro. You be walking backwards towards you, bro. You gotta get in front
of him. You can't do nothing, man.
Listen, man. None of those enemies compare, in my opinion, to them Wolvers, bro. Them Wolvers.
I think they have a problem.
They light work, man. Stun them.
They weren't that bad.
Hold on. I'm not talking about the Wolves.
The Wolvers. I know which one you're talking about.
I'm talking about the Wolvers. The dudes that stand up on that red fist.
Yeah.
Them dudes is annoying, bro.
You can parry. Their moves all parryable.
Nah, bro.
Not all of them, but nah, bro. When they do it, it's crazy. It's crazy because when they do a swing and you try to parry, if you try to dodge it, you're still gonna get hit, which is ridiculous.
That's the red one, yo. You can't.
The red one.
It be parryable. The yellow, like if you try, you can block it, but if you try to freaking roll out of it, you're gonna get hit on the way rolling. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Well, you just gotta parry this shit, but they do be annoying sometimes. But you know what I'm saying, the Dark Elves, man, them dudes be pissing.
Oh my God.
The Dark Elves,
pissing me off, bro.
They annoying, bro.
Man, bro. The Dark Elves are the worst.
Oh man, the Dark Elves.
It's the Revenants, man. That's worse for me.
I have to think about it. It is the Dark Elves because
the Dark Elves are
remember when you finally find the Jotunheim thing and you go into the room and you put the crystal into the thing and you going up each floor.
Oh no, I want to talk about that.
Yeah. The one came out, so I'm like, all right, cool, let me beat this down real quick. Then the second one, then the third one, then the fourth one, and they always shooting them orb things that put you in
that blind you
in the dark, bro. Come on, dude.
Yeah. I died like 25 times.
And you know what's crazy? They slick too, bro. They slick because you know once they do an attack, you try to roll in and get an attack. Nah, they be backing up and leaving the bomb on the ground, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you try to roll onto them and the bomb is good. You gotta roll back out, bro.
You can't be too aggressive with them, bro.
Yeah, no, this shit crazy, man.
The thing is too, like I noticed with them, like I know everybody once you got the electric arrows, everybody's using electric arrows. Electric arrows is just ill.
Yeah, it's kind of OP, bro, but yeah.
There's times where you just got to go to that light arrow, man, get that stun, man, because these guys, you got to put them on the ground, man, because they do try to get up out of there.
Man,
man, yo, I do agree with Dark Elf.
How many of this shit are you spawning, bro? Because I kind of want to. How many of this shit are you spawning, bro? How much you spawning of this shit? We're spawning everything?
We
man, this is spawning, bro.
We're going to try to be generalistic. Like, I know Persona going to do a spoiler cast, so I think story-wise going to go on more on that. But as far as, like, big, intricate parts, you can bring it. You can say it.
All right. Because I was listening to...
Oh, my phone. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Can we just take a moment and just be in awe of that
Let me turn the
final
mic up,
boulder,
Trey.
that final boulder fight we had at Boundless
Yo,
Corpse?
let me tell you.
Bro.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That joint was ill. The boss fights were so good in this game, and they're all so different, bro. They also like
boss fight is Thor's sons, but Boulder it was Thor's sons, but once I got to that final Boulder fight, man, that
Can
really
we
was
can we get a round of applause for Atreus, bro? That nigga was the MVP of that fight, bro.
That fight,
Atreus,
let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Bro.
When he called the snake,
yeah.
I said
That
this
was
shit
crazy.
Yo.
This nigga called it snake.
Oh yeah, he was like, oh no.
I said this nigga called a snake, and then he started. Then they were falling down. He was just busting Balder with the arrows.
Yo, fam.
Yo, this is what I'm saying.
Hey, bro, he caught
on him and he held him back with the bow and arrow.
Yo,
and
fam.
then when they were falling,
he was
my man.
He tried to
Dive.
grab Atreus, and he kicked him in the face, and then he kicked him towards Kratos, and then Kratos punched him, and then he kicked him
Bro,
back.
you know what that remind me of?
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
y'all remember that Civil War fight with Captain America and Iron Man, and Bucky versus Iron Man?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit remind me of that shit when they were both like tag teaming, bro. That shit was so crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, that end boss fight is real because you have to pay attention to so much. It's not just Baldur you gotta pay attention to. You gotta pay attention to
Freya behind
Yeah.
Freya, man.
And yo, the thing is too, like, yo, you feel her anguish too, man. In the game, man. Like, yo, I understand why you like, no, I don't want you. You know, that's it. Mama.
Yeah, you understand it, bro. It's like, can even after that shit, I'm like, yo, when you really read up on, I went back and read up on the shit, and she's like, she really loved her son, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's how she went around the whole in the North Paternity, went around the whole world, and I had everything pledged to never to her harm her son and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, and the only thing she missed because she didn't think it was harmful was the mistletoe. You know what I'm saying? And funny enough, like in Norse, Loki did kill him because he made a spear out of mistletoe or whatever. And in the game, he didn't fucking Trey didn't kill him, but it was because of the mistletoe arrow that was holding the thing. When he punched it, you know what I'm saying, that dispelled the whole thing. So I'm like, that was kind of cool that they kind of
remember how she got rid of it. She was like, oh, don't use it. You look dangerous.
You didn't understand.
At the point you didn't understand, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, why did she so, you know, and then you realize, oh, you know what I'm saying? That shit can kill her.
And yo, because this dude Baldur, he punched Atreus in the
yo, that man lost his
grown man punch.
He punched him.
He punched the.
I thought that was gonna go off, bro.
He literally punched the wind out of the mother. He's like, yo, breathe.
Yo, fast, my man was beast. I was like, yo, Atreus, yo, chill.
Like, breathe, boy.
He was like, yo, that ain't my blood. That ain't my blood. I was like, oh,
that was funny.
He punched him like he was punching Kratos.
But you know what's a key? You know what's a key part? You know what's a key part in that last boss battle is the fact that Kratos was, even though with all that being done, he was so restrained. He restrained himself from like really killing. That was a different side of Kratos. Yo, this is not Kratos.
Man.
You know what I mean? And the only way that he ended up killing Baldur was because he was threatening, the mom.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, this a new Kratos, bro.
He wouldn't give a fuck. Whatever. But man,
if there is a second game, they set up so much perfect. I don't want to like,
bro. The foreshadowing in the game.
It has to be the second game, bro. Second
game for sure.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a second game. Yo, there's still realms that we ain't revisit yet.
That's a fact. Yeah. We have visited Asgard and another spot. We haven't finished.
It was Asgard.
I think it's Valheim.
It was Vanaheim, Asgard, and the other realm start with the S. I can't pronounce it.
They might do that as like DLC. They should do that, yo.
I hope not, man. Nah, bro. I think that would ruin it. I think that would ruin it, bro.
The thing is too, but you know what's funny? You know what's funny about it? I don't think they would charge anybody.
I don't think they should do a DLC for that, bro. To do that because I
That's
think
how you gonna go to the
you know
realms.
why you know why. You know
Barry, that's why I say you gotta watch the spoiler cast because Corey talks about that. He's like,
Yeah.
he ain't talk. He's talking about he ain't gonna do DLC.
Yeah,
This is the game. We're gonna say the rest later, man.
Yeah, because you remember
smart.
because they even brought it into the game because when the second fight when they was on top of the summit about to go into yeah, and
when
Balder came and attacked, and
traveling.
they ended up on the bridge to Balder was about to take them to Asgard, you know what I'm saying? And then he stopped the whole shit because he's like, yo, once we get to Asgard, he's about to open up the whole I guess Asgard army on you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So if they would have put that shit in the DLC, that kind of would have ruined the shit. Like now, no,
No,
I want to see
I
that
don't.
shit
I
in the
don't think.
actual game.
I don't think Asgard. I don't even think they Odin would even allow them to go into Asgard because Asgard, you go to Asgard, you got to deal with.
Not yet.
You got to deal.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to deal with Heimdall. You got to deal with a whole bunch of dudes.
Yeah,
That's going
a lot of before you get there, man. But it's I was listening to
famous three.
Yeah.
Sith. Yeah, he got to do a whole bunch.
You know what? Though?
I felt like the other realms they might add that into like DLC. Like I think that would be cool.
We didn't see Fenris or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
This is the first time I said it, but I don't want DLC for the game. This is it.
I don't either.
I do not want DLC on this.
I personally don't think it's needed. But you know, I just say they do like a patch update. Like, oh, you guys
we all too excited.
They add like they can add like a little story mission to this area.
Nah, man, they need to save it, bro.
They just save it.
I'm gonna say this, man, because at first, because I was asking Barry while I'm playing, like, yo, can we go to all the realms? Because I'm seeing like the other realms there, but they're saying they blocked off from Odin. So I'm thinking, all right, we might have to fight Odin at the end in one of these realms. But then
that's what I was
set
thinking.
Up the way, when it's set up the way it's set up, I'm like, all right, it leaves a lot, bro. Because remember, this is a reboot. This is a reboot of the series. So you know this isn't the only game. Not only that, but it does leave a lot for you to think about and a lot for you to yearn for.
I'm glad they didn't introduce them because throughout the whole game they was talk. They have the stories about Thor and Odin, how they were just
they want you to set up a certain way how you feel about them.
Yeah.
So their presence is definitely felt in the game, right?
Yeah, the presence is there.
Because you see their effects around everywhere. When you went to the ice spike, you see the freaking giant that Thor murked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah. You saw the frost giant. Yeah, I took a picture of that. I was like, yo, this is the first frost giant they showed. That was hot.
You know what I'm saying? Thor murked, and then when you go to the end of the game, you see all
store when you first leave out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Now, which giant you talking about? You talking about Thamor? You talking about Thamor?
Thamor.
The one with the chisel in his head?
Yeah, the frost giant. Yeah.
Oh no, there was an actual frost giant in one of these areas.
I know you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about. It's over in the area where you do the souls thing, and he's laying on the ground. I know.
Yeah,
he's laying
on the
ground.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. And then even when you get to the end, you see the freaking all the giants that freaking Odin and Thor just laid waste to, bro. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are freaking savages in this land, bro.
Yo, and then talk about remember when they were going when they was in Tyr's area, land with chamber. And remember when they were going down the elevator and they showed like the little cross of all of like the story of Tyr. I love that because it really did do a good thing. You know how some games they go into like this over explanation of shit that takes you out of the gameplay of the game or out of the element of what you're really trying to do within the mission. I love how they integrated everything within you also still fighting. While you're still going through the game, you're seeing like these cross and these statues and these different things, the lore markers and shit.
The storytelling is crazy, bro.
Yo, you saw how it opened up the possibilities of these other worlds.
The other realms. You find out that Tyr, like he was able to travel different realms and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he found a way without the bridge and all that shit. And I was like, yo, that's a good way to you know what I'm saying to explain. You know,
can conspiracy persona say something?
Go in.
I think this is my conspiracy bit, especially after seeing stuff. Remember in Helheim, you go through the thing and you saw that cloth that linked all the worlds, and you saw the Spartan, symbol. I think Tyr might have. And remember when they did an explanation where they said that when Thor and the serpent were fighting, Thor hit him so hard that it knocked him back in time.
Yeah.
And remember how they said that Tyr had the all-seeing eye, so he had the ability to see
through different realms and also travel. He was also traveling to different things. What if, and then remember at the end when they showed the cloth and the Giants had that whole explanation and everything? What if Tier put all of that into place all the way from the first 3 games to have it set into what in motion to everything here so that Kratos could come here and do everything? Yo, man, listen,
But listen,
connecting everything, the possibilities are endless.
It wasn't Tier. Corey Barrow explained it.
You got to watch the IGN
spoiler
cast.
It was Faye, bro. Faye was the one that Faye saw everything, bro. And
that was explained to end too, that she saw everything. But you know what's crazy to me? Since we're going to spoilers talks, we're gonna spoil
talk that shit. Let's go into it.
Well, man.
All right, like I said, a lot of my Norse mythology background comes from Marvel comics, right?
Yeah.
They did such a cool way how to introduce the mom to everything, is that even when you saw the name Faye, right? Lady Faye, blah blah blah, you didn't realize who this was until they to the end when they saw the actual full name.
It
was like, oh my god, because in real Norse mythology, right? Lady Faye, or what you want to call it, Laffy,
or something like that.
That was actually Loki's mom, but like Marvel Comics, Laffy was the actual ice giant. He was like the king of the ice giant,
right?
And Loki's father. And I was just like, yo, these dudes are slick. I didn't even see that, bro. Like, I was like, yo, this is so ill, bro.
And he will explain that, yo, she laid everything out from the beginning, from the first opening when he chopped down that tree.
You see that hand in the tree?
The stand on the tree, that hand was a part of the barrier that was surrounding the house, that was hiding them. You know what I'm saying?
Down. That's why because wrong with it.
And because she requested that one of those trees to be put on her pyre, you know what I'm saying, when they burn her. And then when he chopped that down, he broke the barrier, so that's how Balder could find him. You know what I'm saying? And from that moment, because even when they went on top of the hill and they were looking down, it's like, yo, and he explained to Atreus, and he's like, why would she do that? And Kratos was like kind of paused for a minute, because it's like he was figuring out, oh, she wanted this to happen, you know what I'm saying? And he was explaining that even in other games where you see, like you have in Uncharted Horizon, where you have these spots that you climb and it's like painted in yellow or white, so you know he was like, yo, Freya marked all the spots where you could climb, and because she walked in Kratos' path throughout the whole game before he did it, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I always noticed that where I felt like that was well done, because I noticed that it was hands on there and stuff like that.
Like, bro, those are all the paths that she walked before Kratos did, because she knew that's how, you know what I'm saying, that's how they're gonna get.
That's right.
It's crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
Podcast, bro.
When he said that shit, I was like, bro, I was like, yo, you bugging right now. That shit crazy, dog.
Yo, that shit
she had this shit,
goosebumps.
fam.
The thing is, the question is, was LaFay, was she in the future and she got snapped back in time, or is she just like a prophet where she just seen all these things?
No, she could based off the ending.
She could see.
She already because on the wall it showed everything that she did right before Kratos and Atreus' journey. She got the axe. She was the axe for her. She was supposed to do everything, but things happened. So what she did is she went to the giants, talked about how everything was going to be in terms of Kratos and Atreus, and how she wanted all of that to lay out, and it was laid out the way it was. And that's when the giants wrote out the prophecy of everything. And Frey, she did everything that she did, and then she passed on.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the timeline as far as them doing that, and now when you go to Jotunheim, everybody's just laid waste, bro.
Yeah,
because she saw how everything was going to be, so the giants wrote everything out. That's why.
Because on the wall, Atreus said it was an argument. It's not like she was just telling them. It seemed like she had a disagreement with them, and then she left probably. You know what I'm saying? And then everything happened.
She chose her own little path,
right? Probably.
Explain underneath that cloth, though. I got a feeling that one.
It's a lot of speculations, man.
I think Atreus is going to have to kill Kratos at one point.
We can always assume what's going to happen, just due to the fact that what's his name is and the lore of it. I think we can kind of assume because we know Loki's a mischievous character. You know what I mean? Loki growing into knowing his past now, he's got the vengeance that he needs to I guess, whatever, if he's going to go into Asgard and cause pure destruction on, because you know what I mean, they harmed the giants. But also without Kratos now, we got Kratos gonna play into it.
Yeah. Well, I think the next game, I think Atreus is definitely going to be much more combat ready, much more older. I definitely think he's going to be probably not a young adult. Probably like a teenager or probably like a early, like an 18, 19-year-old maybe. He's going to be like combat where he's going to know how to swing a sword and like shoot his arrows, and he's going to be a gangster. And
listen, man, next game
be fully realized.
Next game, I fear for Kratos and Atreus, man, because Freya is coming with the heat.
She coming back, and that ending, bro. I felt that, man. I felt that.
She's gonna fire brimstone down upon thee.
She said,
"I'm bringing her people.
I'm gonna parade your cold corpse throughout all the realms and shit." I'm like, God damn, girl.
She bringing her peoples, man. She said she's gonna bring the what's it called it.
Is she going back to Odin? You think she's gonna get back with Odin now? Next game we may see her and Odin together. And
hey, who knows?
Nah, she just
I don't know that. She probably try to handle that on her own.
Their son is dead. Their son is dead, man. Like when your son dies, you go to whatever means necessary to make sure that vengeance is swift. So
she just flies Odin with everything though. I know that. I don't know, but that'd be sick though. Whatever they do, that'd be sick.
Place during Ragnarok, because after that vision that Atreus had.
Well, no, I think the third game's gonna be Ragnarok. I think the second.
I
think Kratos is actually gonna be Ragnarok. You know what I mean? Where normally it's probably something like Surtur.
Hey,
I think Kratos is gonna take that mantle of Surtur.
That is a good point, Mari, because as soon as you said that, Corey also said that in other God of War, like. Kratos go through the game doing a bunch of fucked up shit and end up doing a good thing in the end. You know what I'm saying? In this game, he's doing a good thing and end up doing a bad thing by freaking speeding up Ragnarok. You know what I'm saying? Because when he killed Baldur and killed the two brothers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it sped up. So that's when we killed Baldur and he came back. Mimir was telling him like, listen, because of what you did, you know what I'm saying? Now Midgard is kind of different now because now it's snowing and all that shit, and it's kind of speed up the process of Ragnarok. So now, he definitely, you know what I'm saying, about to bring Ragnarok.
Yo, and Mimir, he's so nonchalant too. He's like, hey, whatever, let's see what it brings. Like,
Mimir,
I like Mimir.
In that vision that Atreus, that was a year later. So was it? Yeah.
Did you say years? You said years later.
Nah,
years later.
Years, right?
I would say like maybe. Which I guess they didn't want to show Atreus older, like in terms of
they don't want to spoil that. Yeah,
they didn't want to spoil that, so that's why he was young. But I definitely do feel in the second game when they show that scene,
and it was a dream, so it's like
it was a vision.
Yeah.
Like he can see into the future.
If we're gonna,
that's his power. He can see into the future.
Yeah,
he got that from his mother.
Because that's why after it happens, you go back to present day. That's just kind of
he is part giant, so
yeah. He probably has
that's one of his mom's abilities.
And going back, Persona. I remember Persona mentioned something about when Thor freaking the serpent so already went back in time. When one of the first time when Mimir was speaking to the serpent, he said something that wasn't translated because because Mimir said like, curious or some shit like that. But he didn't say, because when Thor was like, what happened? He's like, nah, nothing to worry about.
Kratos.
What he said was that he said he thought Atreus looked familiar. You know what I'm saying? So from what Corey said, so he saw Atreus before. So that's probably when he got knocked at the time or some shit.
And that's why he probably befriended them.
Right.
So quick.
And then he's like, I know. Yo, the fact that can we like. This shit was kind of creeped me out. I ain't gonna front. I was don't creep out about the giant ass snake just hanging around, bro.
You heard him.
You heard him breathing, bro. Like every time I'm in the boat, I'm just looking around because I'm expecting this nigga to for some reason just attack, bro. Because it just seems so weird, bro. And that's the thing about this whole world, bro. Everything is so freaking larger than life, bro. Like when you
first got to Thamur, that area, I was like, yo,
I was expecting that Jordan to come alive, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
when you went to
Giant had the whole body.
Yeah.
Oh, no DLC for the body.
Oh,
savage, bro.
that was fucked up.
Episode with the shot.
You know what I'm saying?
These things got bodies.
Yo, that shit crazy, man. Like this whole setup for the storytelling in this game is just freaking crazy, bro.
Yeah, everything comes together. Like, yo, it like doing everything in this game. It didn't feel like taxing on me. Like I felt like I wanted to search for these lore stones or these lore. I wanted to search for Jotar's little books with the things that you got to open up, the little cabinets. Yo, I wanted to do all that stuff. Yeah, the shrines. I wanted to do all that stuff, man. Cause like, yo, when you do that stuff and you get the more lore, then you have Mimir telling little stories in the boat. I'm like, yo, man.
You know what I did like too? I like that whenever you fought enemies, right, and you learn something new about it. Atreus would like talk about like when it's written in the book, it's written as if Atreus is writing it down, but like speaking like, oh well, this is what father should do whenever he's fighting.
Right.
I like that.
That was cool.
It really felt like it was a father-son dynamic because instead of it just being the game telling you, okay, so when you're fighting this, do that.
Yeah,
no,
right.
I love that.
You get those stuff, he just automatically puts it in your journal, and he tells you everything written. Right now, right here is like he's literally writing it. You know what I'm saying? And the experience and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Your father should attack this enemy from the back when he's
it's crazy. So
like clever. Yo, I don't know. This game for me, it's like I said on Twitter, man. This game really, it's a good and bad thing. This game because it's amazing game. Like the development, and everything is perfect, but it also changes my outlook of how I look at games in the future. Like I honestly, I can't look at gaming.
It's crazy, man.
After this.
Open world games need to take a book. A lesson on what
games in general, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
Open world.
Like, the pacing of the game was just on point.
Yeah,
no. Speaking of the pacing, man, how y'all feel about the side missions, quote unquote, the favorites? Did you feel like it was boring? Did you feel like it was a fetch quest? How do you guys feel about them?
Everything tied into the main story, man.
That's the thing, because they all had their own. They had their own story too, and they like even those Mamiya had stories for and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Even that one we went to you fight the spirit, and he's like, "Yo, recover his wife's remains or something," and he can.
Oh yeah, Gwendolyn.
And he let you see your mom or whatever. And Trace was like, "Yeah, we should do it. I want to see mom again." And Curtis was like, "Yo, and keep your expectation in check." You know what I'm saying? That's a spirit. Like you can't believe everything you hear or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? He brought the shit back and he was ready to see his mom. My man freaking summoned a reverend, bro. I'm like, yo, come on, man. Reverend. I was like, yo. I was like, come on, bro.
And the thing about this game, like this game not an open world game, but in most games where you have side quests to do, it feel like a to-do list, like a checklist. It didn't feel like that in this game.
And it wasn't forced, bro. Like, cause he was he's telling you like, we don't have to do this right now. We don't have to tackle the main story right away. You know, it's up to you what you want to do. The fact that they even say that, you know,
I love that though.
It's kind of dope. The fact that he tell you, we don't have to do this right away. Like, and even after the game ends, he's like, yo, we don't have to go home right now. You know, we still have a lot of stuff we can do. A lot of people we can help. You know, and
like you know that Vestergaard area where that big door was. Like I never really tackled that area until I was close to the end of the game. Mm-hmm. But the whole time, like he was like, "Yeah, you see that big door? We still didn't check that out yet." And I was like, "Right, relax, man. Let me go over here real quick." But yo, it gave me that freedom to do that, man.
Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy.
And I was trying to find that.
Like when they were talking about, like one thing I did like too is like whenever like we were talking about like a mission. And we were like, and you know, like when you first finished the mission, it's like, yo, father, we have to go here so that we can get the key to get rid of the black smoke. Yeah. But if you want to just roam around, that's okay too.
That's okay.
I'm like, yo,
you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Like, yo, all right, cool, we can do that.
The only time I ever felt like, yo, I was in a dire need to get this mission done is when my man Atreus was sick, man. That's the only time. And he had to get them blades. I was like, listen, bro.
Because at that point was too serious for you to be like, yeah, let's go. They wouldn't allow you to even do anything else. You have to go back and do it. So it's like,
Yeah, you sat in that boat. You just traveled.
It would be kind of crazy for you to have your son over there unconscious and you over here doing a side mission, helping a spurt and shit. Like, hey, yeah, let me go get stronger. It wouldn't make no sense.
Speaking of that,
like,
go ahead.
That boat ride, like, yo, one of the craziest scenes to me was when he was sitting in the boat. You ain't rowing a nut, you just going, right? And like he just started thinking about Sparta, and then Athena appears, and he's like, "Get out of my head!"
That's when he was going back for the blade and shit. Yeah.
So crazy.
Yo, the better scene of me was when you was in Helheim. Hey, yo,
and after he killed that thing, see Zeus had face show up in the clouds.
Yo, that just tripped me out. What's going on?
He's like, how?
I was like, yo, and the funny thing, they showed that Zeus head in the clouds, and Hela's right there watching all of it.
Right
like,
there,
Hela, you bastard, I see you.
And he's like, that bird too, bro. And that bird tripping me out, man.
Yo, that bird, bro.
What the fuck? That shit was just chilling, man.
I thought that was a boss for a minute. I'm like,
what's her name? That's Hela, bro.
I was ready for that to be a fight, bro. I'm like, yo, just back.
What's good, man? That's Hela. I doubt you're gonna fight Hela.
Man, hell no, man.
The underworld.
He got a war fight. They keep sending him to hell, bro. So he gonna end up having to go back there, and probably something gonna happen the same way he did with freaking with Hades and shit. He gonna have a broken her or whatever. But
oh yeah, I can see that.
Yo, let's talk about that opening boss fight, man. yo, like I said, this game right here, like I felt like this game, like it didn't have like a traditional tutorial level. Like you was doing a slow, cumbersome stuff, but it didn't feel like, yo, press A for this. You know what I mean? Like it felt natural within the story of you just learning the game.
And you started out learning the attack right away. Yo, it actually R1 to attack. I'm like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? You did the troll fight, the first little big troll, right? And then soon, like 5 minutes after that, you knocking on the door.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on out,
bro.
I know.
Yo, also, let me ask you a question. Like, because, some people, I won't say no names, but they felt like the trolls were repetitive. Did you feel that the troll fights were repetitive? Because I personally felt that the trolls were different.
They did have certain animations.
They were different elemental.
Well, I'm talking about in terms of their power, though. Like, all of them were different in terms of power.
Yeah. Different elementals, but they're a certain race. And you know what I mean? They all have like it's like saying like a Reavers. Most of the Reavers had the same attacks, but they also have different Reavers. They got the guard Reavers, they got the big Reavers, you know what I mean? But the trolls, they all had that one animation where they have the stone and they dash on you and they put it over their head and they slam it. Yeah. But some of them have additional animations,
especially the one in stone ones.
Them things was fighting real different.
And that one that you fought, the one that the gatekeeper in the Helheim, he was different. He was disappearing on you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I died about a good 3 times to that dude.
Yeah, he was disappearing on you and shit, and then he had them orbs that also hurt you if you touch him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then you had that last attack when you got in like 25%, where he's slamming on the floor and he's sending them dudes after you. I'm like, yo, bro. Come on, man, what is going on here?
And you know what's funny about that fight though? Like, usually in the other trolls, the finisher when you hit the R3, he does he bring the thing on top of their head. This one is like, nah, fam. I'm a holy shit. He couldn't do that one for this one because he was blocking him from doing it. So he had to freaking take the blaze out and like stabbing him.
Yo, I know everybody screenshot that area, yo. I know. I just like screenshots of that area,
bro.
Yo, I was abusing the share button as soon as I started the game, man.
Yeah. Hey, yo, this is the funniest game ever. Where like, yo, I was scared to share stuff. You know what I mean? Well, I saw where everybody was at in the game, and I was like, yo, you know what? I gotta share the Blaze of Chaos, man. I gotta share. You know what I mean? People was getting upset with me, like, come on, bro. I'm like, nah, yo, you're not this point in the game.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, can we talk about the type of my man Atreus became an asshole when he found out he was a god, bro?
Yo, he the fuck up, bro. Let me tell you something. The best scene when he was like, "Tell me who you are. Tell me.
What? Boy.
Yeah, that's when he was like, yo, when Kratos like, yo, their consequences kill a guy. He's like, how do you know?
How do you know?
And
How do
like,
you know? I'm like, nigga, I will
watch
beat
your
your
tongue.
Yo, you about to get a backhand,
Listen,
bro.
bro.
Like, you better chill.
Yo, my man shitted on Sinju's whole life, bro. My man said, yo, I'm tired. I'm like, all this complaining about you and your brother. Just do something about it already. I'm tired of y'all little people and your little problems. I was like, God,
Yo,
bro.
that was hella
Yo,
disappointing.
you know what part was? You know what part was crazy too? When it's not even like a part. It's just when you're traveling and you gotta hit like the certain stones to light it up. Or
And he was like, yeah, he's like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
I was like,
yo, this
Hey,
little
bro.
this little
I put that
nigga.
little sword too. I'm like, I'm gonna slap
Then
the
you
shit
peep
out of this
it,
motherfucker.
and then you peep during combat, like when you try to press square to shoot this arrow.
Yeah, he ignore you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would ignore you.
And he was like, "Oh, that was
AI.
easy."
Yeah, bruh.
Like, we're gods, we can do whatever you want.
He's like,
Yeah,
I'm
when he
sick
was
and
in
tired
the
of
boat,
fighting
he's
these
like,
little enemies.
yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Shit, trying to find it. Like, yeah, we're gods. We can do whatever we want. I'm like, this little nigga here, bruh. And that man fucked it up. It's like, yo, when he
When he shot Kratos, man.
yo,
That's
what I'm talking about. Like,
Oh
listen,
my
man.
goodness.
And then he tried to fight Baldur. He's like, yo, I'm a god too. I can do it. My man stopped Baldur in the chest, like, and Baldur just grabbed him up and just took the knife and stabbed him, like, hold this for me, bruh. And
Yo, oh yeah, he showed the actual stab. Yo, you know what? You know what? Too, I gotta give. I know this is gonna sound mad fanboyish, but it is what it is, yo. I gotta give PlayStation or Sony first party the actual kudos for actually showing that stuff. You know, a lot of games they will actually ignore you. They would show it that a kid is getting stabbed. Like, yo, they actually show this dude getting stabbed.
Yeah, stabbed him. I said, hold this for me, bro.
Dude, they showed
the
it
clip for him.
Yo, my man Boulder was like, "Oh, you want it too? I mean, you can get it too," and straight punched him.
Yeah,
all of that.
I said, fam.
Most games would crack under pressure about putting shit like that up.
Yeah.
So I really got to give it to.
Yo, a lot of games.
See what they trying to do with Detroit.
A lot of games will probably like show a different angle.
Yeah, they would have took the camera off of him or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
nah, we're gonna show you.
They was like, nah, you gonna see this.
He's like, nah, bro.
Like, hold it.
I was shocked. I was like, oh damn, he actually showed him getting stabbed.
You know what I'm saying? That shit
And then
crazy,
like, yo,
man.
his face after though, bro, like his eyes rolling back, and he was just laid down. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
bro.
Yo, after that, he quickly apologized. Like, sorry, father. I knew I was acting this.
Yeah, when they end up back in Helheim, it was like, yo, your actions cost, like, brought us here. It was like, yo, my man is like, yo, pretty much get your shit together, bro.
Yo, we missing the whole dragon part too, bro.
That's
fighting on the dragon.
Oh yeah, I was about to bring that up because I'm like, that even brought up a whole new fight mechanic too. When you had to freaking dodge the freaking the damn slam that he was doing too.
Oh yeah, that was like Uncharted. You know, remember Uncharted the end boss fight?
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Man.
Alone.
That jump was crazy, man. But yo, go into this right.
Of old God of War fighting that dragon. That was
shit crazy, man.
Yo, and the thing is, the detail of the aftermath of you fighting the dragon. You traveling around, it's like, oh, thank you for saving me, father. That's the dragon that you killed. That's Boulder's dragon. Like, yeah, like, thank you for saving me, father. I was like, yo, that's so dope, man. Yo, Chris Jones, what's good, man?
And you went back up there and you can pick up the dragon's tear because the dragon cried, I guess, when he died.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm like, damn, bro. That's what I was
But yo, individually, guys, what would you, since this is like a kind of review kind of stream, what will be your personal score for this game? And
11 out of 10, bro.
Will you recommend it? Because we're gonna go to another topic soon.
It's 11 out of 10, bro. Highly recommended, fam.
10 out of 10, man.
That extra one,
generation.
That extra 1 point is the point that Chuck took off of his, right? We're giving it a 9 and shit. So, you know what I'm saying?
What? Chuck gonna be like, I give this like a 7 out of 10.
Chuck gave it a 9 out of 10. I was like, yo, bro, just stop trying to reinvent the wheel, Chuck. Just give it that 1 point, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just do it, man.
I'll give it this. It definitely is a 10 out of 10 for me.
Listen.
And in terms of game, this is the, like I said this on Twitter, this is the bar when it comes to like developing games and how, looking at games from now on, like this is the, like, God of War is the bar.
It's kind of crazy.
I feel the only game that will be able to top it or do better is Last of Us 2.
But it's kind of, it's kind of crazy because people are saying story wise, Last of Us is the bar, right? But God of War had everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? God of War had everything, bro.
Yeah, God of War has so much rich.
Pacing, bro.
It's God of War. A lot of people say Last of Us is the bars because of the emotion that comes with the story of Last of Us. But what you see here in God of War is the emotion is there, but it's not sadness or despair. It's anger and confusion. Like it's good how.
I know Neil Druckmann went back to Naughty Dog like, listen, B, like,
we got to top this.
You know what I'm saying? We got to top this, bro. You see this shit right now? You know what I'm saying? This shit right here.
Cancel the script.
You know what I'm saying? Throw that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but
it's over.
If you have a PlayStation 4, you need to play God of War. Just like I said about Horizon last year. This is you have to play this.
Must buy.
No passing on it.
It's kind of
don't look at it in the eyes of old God of War because it's not old God of War. It's new God of War.
But it still got the old.
It still maintains the life.
Maintain, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the old school shit because even those troll things people say is repetitive or whatever. It's like, yo, it's the same shit with the old ones, bro. Like when the Cyclops came out, you killed them the same way, and then the Cyclops was even worse because they didn't have no different like moves or elemental. It's like it's the same Cyclops. You're killing them the same way. You know what I'm saying? That's why when people say the combat is repetitive.
Oh, wait, when you're in Tyr's vault and you had to fight both of them joints and you had to switch up your weapons.
Bruh.
Yeah.
That was
the same enemy.
Yeah.
The same stuff right there, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and listen, man, all the people that's playing this game on Give Me God of War, bro, good luck to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out to them, yo, real rap, yo.
Yeah, good luck to y'all, bro. Like, y'all won't be playing, y'all probably won't beat this game for a few years, bro, but good, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, all I gotta say, anybody that's playing Give Me God of War, like, yo, good luck on the trials, man.
Good luck on that trials.
I know I'm struggling on the trials I'm playing on Give Me a Challenge. Right. I am struggling, bro. And y'all playing it on Give Me God of War, and I'm hearing the things that they saying. I'm seeing reds all day. I barely see yellows when I see somebody playing Give Me God of War, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yo, how you parry in that mode? You know what I mean?
I can have that, man. I'm just trying to enjoy the story, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Hey, man, listen. Them trials probably gonna break people, man. I kid you not. It's gonna break you. You're gonna cry, yo. Did you try any of the trials, Persona?
Yeah, I tried the first two.
I tried a couple of them. I haven't done all of them yet. I gotta go back in there.
But I realized in order to get the best armor, I gotta do those trials. So I'm like, fuck, all right. I want to get the best armor before I fight the rest of the Valkyries. So
I
got two Valkyries.
Right now I'm doing all the collectibles and stuff, and then once I do that, I'm actually going to stream the trials and the Valkyrie fights. And
you talk about the trials in Muspelheim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best armor's in Niflheim. Just telling you right now. That's what the best armor is.
Yeah. I don't know how to even beat that part. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, I'm collecting the chest, but I'm still dying. Maybe I got to get like a certain armor to protect
that meter. When that meter goes down,
you gotta
you gotta get out of
the miss.
I wasn't paying attention there.
Once you unlock the gate or whatever, there's a bunch of chests in there too, and there's some chests that are locked that you gotta beat, and there's some rifts you gotta do. You gotta get some rem tears. You gotta get some like. You gotta get some shit, and then add enough miss echoes to unlock them and shit. So I'm like, God damn, you really gotta be in this miss grinding and shit. Yo, it's crazy.
Like, it's so much to do in the game after I beat the game. It's like I gotta do all the collectibles, the side missions. I still need to do.
Man. Yo, let me get Chuck's review score of the game. We're gonna go into it because we got another topic we're gonna talk about.
I'll say this. I definitely gave it a 9 out of 10. I don't think no game is perfect, but this is kind of like the closest you'll get as far as graphics, story, and gameplay. It really blew my mind. I think the only gripe I had is, like I said, after the Boulder fight, it slowed down so much for me. I'm like, I was actually getting bored with the game. I was like, damn, because it started off so good. You know, that first boss fight was so epic. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know, it was different from the other God of Wars, in my opinion. It was up close and personal. And, you know, once you find out that you really can't kill this guy, I'm like, God damn, the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I don't even know. I was really tripping. After that, it slowed down a little bit. But then once you got through the black smoke, I believe, that's when the game just took off for me. And I was constantly like thinking about it, even at work. I was like, fuck, man. I gotta go home.
I was
like, I have kids. I'm like, hi kids. I'm like, all right, I'm about to go play God of War. I'm like, that's all I was doing. For the past 3 or 4 days, and me finishing it, it felt complete, man. And watching that spoiler cast, I really felt like I got the whole story. Like I felt like because you always gonna miss some shit. When you're playing in the midst of it, because you trying to concentrate on so much shit or whatever. But I think the story, in my opinion, is the best thing about this game by far. God of War to have a story like this, and it's not kind of like, oh, I'm just here to kill the gods, this and that. Because in the first 3 games, that was kind of like the whole, plot plan. And when you finally did, it's like, okay, we killed the gods, this and that. It was fun, but this one is so much depth to the story, and like you said, with Mimir talking and all the other everybody else in the world talking about certain shit, and you start connecting that. It's like, damn, dude, this is kind of like blowing my mind. I didn't think God of War was capable of this. Yeah. No, honestly, I'm like, because God of War has always been like a straightforward, boom, 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 boom. You get to the end.
I'm just angry.
Yeah, I'm just angry. I don't give a damn about nothing. And
the sun has returned.
Like they're talking about the spoiler cast is like, him like fucking accepting who he was, man. It's kind of like I was in awe watching that at the end of the game. I was like, damn, he's like, okay, I'm not perfect. It's okay. Let me take off these bandages now, man. I am fucking.
He had to pull out the barrier, man.
Yeah, that's who I am, man. This is who I am. I made my bed. I'm living it. I'm living with it now. I did bad things. I did good things. It is what it is. Let's go forward. So,
but you know what's so gangster about it?
They nailed that.
You know what's so gangster about it? The fact, even though he accomplished that and did all that, that still doesn't mean that it's good. The best thing for me.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's crazy.
He's in a different world, bro. Like,
man.
Everybody's gonna hunt for him now, man. But Darren, what's good, man?
9 out of 10 easily. Probably the best game this gen by far, in my opinion.
No, sir. I heard it was Sea of Thieves, bro. You lying, fam.
Man.
No, but I just feel like I've never been like engulfed in a game like this. Like it's been a while. I say Child of Light is probably the only other game that kind of in order.
Child of Light.
Those are the only 2 games that really like kind of like sucked me in, from as far as like story and stuff. Because everything is kind of like, it's eat the ball. It's everything is kind of like you've been there, done that. So I think those 3 games, in my opinion, like really like opened my eyes to games. I'm about to get Cooney 2 next week, by the way. So we definitely gonna check that.
Ooh.
I need to get that.
Yeah, I think Chuck said it would be a 10 out of 10 if they had frame data.
Yo, that's crazy too, because this God of War had a lot of RPG elements. It basically was an RPG, and you was engaged in it. So that's what's up, man. I gave it a 9.8 out of 10, just due to I wish they had more animations with Atreus jumping on my man's back. Those pickings with the axe and his hand, I was like, it's so close and I could see it. And I feel like the bolt mechanics could have been a lot better, where if you just included the right stick as far as the actual view and stare, I think it would have been much more fluid, much more fluid to move around with. Sometimes I was like, yo, why am I not moving that fast? Because I'm trying to turn and I'm trying to go straight at the same time.
Can I ask you guys some question real fast? Like, did you guys have trouble reading the text? Because I couldn't see that shit for nothing, bro.
I think they really. They patched it. They can make it bigger now, or whatever.
That shit was small. So I'm like, bro, I got glasses and my TV big, and I still can't see that shit. That's just crazy.
Yeah, it was definitely small. While I was mad close to the TV. When that patch came, I put it up to like 5, and I'm like, all right, that's perfect for me right there.
Yeah. Yo, what did y'all play on? Performance mode or graphics?
Hey, bro, I put it on freaking resolution mode, bro.
I want 4K. I wanted that goodness. You know what I mean? Like if I play on give me God of War, I'll probably do like performance mode. Well, I want to see all that glory. So when I took that screenshot, it looked good. But yo, honestly, frames and all that stuff, it ran pretty good. I didn't see barely any hiccups. The way how they did the loading is very smart too. They did the loading with the traveling.
It's slick, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's slick. It's like yo, you just end up running around in circles until the door show up.
or when you don't go into the Bifrost and you travel throughout the world. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like okay.
You can barely notice it, but yo, for the technical parts of the game, yo, they did an amazing job with this game, man. This is definitely like a triple A. Like,
I can see why Corey said the whole development team was mad at him when he said it's gonna be one shot camera, bro. Because imagine bro doing that shit like just one shot, and you gotta
you know what's funny when you read that. When you read it, he's like, okay, one shot, you know what I mean? That's cool, sounds good. But when you now actually playing it, it's like, yo, this really like
it makes sense. It has a lot to it because even when you first meet Ball in that first fight, bro, and then he punched the shit out of Kratos over the house, and the camera follows him over the freaking house and landed, and then it had the effect to it, man. Because the whole
goes right into it.
Right.
Yo, every game needs to do this now. Like, yo, real talk.
I said that, man. If they don't got that one shot shit, bro, I don't want it, bro. They got
step it up. If we see a cutscene that we go into the boss.
You know what I'm saying?
The dude that did the one shot though, he was talking about, he did like a dev diary. I was watching it. He said it was hard. He said it was.
I can imagine.
Really,
I can imagine,
really hard to do because everything is him like moving it, you know, having the right point.
The thing is also you keep it in that quality. You got to keep that quality up, man. Because real talk, like just looking from the game, I can't even call it like a cutscene. Like yo, it looks the damn thing.
There is no cutscene. That's the whole thing. Like you know what I'm saying. You can call it a cinematic or whatever. You know what I'm saying. But you can't really call it a cutscene because nothing cut. You know what I'm saying.
That camera move back. You control that kill. You like what?
Yeah.
That's all game, man.
Yeah, it's all game. It's all in game, man.
That's what I'm saying. People gotta understand. Like it actually looks like when you see in the game, it actually looks that beautiful. Like that's not. Yeah. That's not no cutscene. Like that's not no pre-rent. No.
Somebody actually moving that character, God.
Yeah, man. Somebody running behind freaking Kratos without that. You got to chase him down, man, with that camera.
Yeah, that's the game, bro.
Yes. Man.
Yo, thinking about it, yo, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yo, automatic games, what's good? But yo, we gonna go into this topic real quick, man. We got everybody review, right?
Yeah. 25 out of 10. 28 out of 10. Real talk. Before you go into the next topic, I just want to say this. This is, like I said, the best game of the generation. This is the generation-defining game. Period.
Yeah. Yo, it's good. It's good that you said that too, Persona, because when you go on Twitter, when you go on YouTube and all that stuff, a lot of people, I think is intimidated by that notion of somebody saying this is the best game this generation. Right. A lot of people is scared to play this game. Why are people scared to play a great game? Why would you think somebody would be scared to play a great game such as God of War?
It's probably on that piece of plastic.
I'll start it off. You're right. Let's see. Personally, I think it would be just off the simple fact, a lot of people did bash God of War at E3 2016 when it first was shown, and they bashed it last year as well because it was supposed to come out last year, or they didn't give no date, so they didn't think it was coming out 2018, and then people were trying to push the whole downgrade narrative and stuff like that.
And it turns out to be the opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying
it actually looks better than the E3 demos.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because a lot of this, it looks like Rise and it's just a Rise clone, didn't start up until the reviews dropped, bro. You know what I'm saying? In the review drop, everybody started trying to downplay the shit. You know what I'm saying? And when people came out and it was praising the game, and it's like, yo, there's no way, you know what I'm saying, this game can be that good. Like everybody praising the game. Like when you first went on Metacritic and see the shit, like it's like 90 plus and it's all positive reviews and shit. No mix or nothing. It's like, yo, it's impossible.
Why don't people dispute these things when it's Nintendo exclusives?
They don't.
Like people accept Nintendo, the same Marios every year with 95, 96, 97.
Yeah.
Zelda Breath of the Wild got a 97 on Metacritic, and people look at that as every day. Like,
it's justified.
That's Nintendo. Yeah, it's justified. But when you get like PlayStation games that are getting 90s or whatever. They're comparing them to other games, so it's overrated. I don't
overhyped, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's a movie.
Like it's a movie, blah blah blah. And it's like with God of War, everything that people tried to bash it for, it isn't. People thought it was going to be just a movie game. It's not. People thought it was going to be a one and done. It's not. people thought that the graphics weren't going to look that good, and it turns out that it has 4K textures all over the fucking world, and it's not what people were downplaying it for. People try to compare it to Rise Son of Rome, and when you look at that 96, that 95 that God of War got, and that 60 that Rise got, you're looking like, where's the comparison again? Because clearly it's not as good as Rise. It's better than Rise. Rise is what needs to work on itself, not God of War. And with the game being as beautiful as it is, having such an amazing story and things like that, people that aren't playing the game think that, oh well, even if Bari or one of us is saying the game is good, we're just fanboying. But
I have
people
some of
like
these Xbox
IGN
dudes
that are making fun of Xbox for not having a game that's
Speaking
good
of,
is saying that,
You know what's crazy with that too? You
bullshit.
see that weak ass comeback they try to do with freaking State of Decay. You know what I'm saying? They try to have it with. I'm like,
What comeback? What do you mean?
and pay no attention to.
Yeah, nobody pay. Yeah, the thing where IGN put up the comparison with God of War from PlayStation with Xbox. Now Xbox dudes trying to come back with it, trying to do a rebuttal by putting State of Decay comparison. I'm like, come on,
Wait,
bro.
IGN, that was the IGN
Nobody
post?
cares.
Oh no, the God of
That was
War
a
one, the
random
God of War one.
Xbox fanboy
Yeah,
that did that.
Oh,
And,
okay, okay.
and
yeah.
nobody cares.
That
That's
nobody cared about it. Like,
Nobody
really, bro? Like, that's the weak attempt, bro. Like, State of Decay,
yeah.
fam. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo,
the only
Nobody,
game.
nobody
got a
impressed
lot
over
of
State of
people
Decay,
showing.
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Like, come
God
on,
of
bro.
War got
Stop
a
it.
lot of people showing their true colors. Like
True
when you
colors,
got
bro.
companies like IGN that are like multi-million-dollar companies,
You know what I'm saying? That
like
showing their fanboy colors.
acknowledging, like acknowledging that God of War, pretty
Yeah.
much by doing that, they're just acknowledging that God of War is the standard. Where's Xbox's God of War? Like
You don't
God of
have
War is the
one.
But
standard.
they
When
don't want
they
to,
talking about how great the game is, and on they fanboy shit, you know
bro.
that God of War is at the
One of
magnitude
the
and the
biggest
level that it
fanboys in crap game, they gave that shit a 10 out of 10. And, you know what I'm saying? And switched their stance of what the game of the generation is. So I'm like, bro, if they do it, what's your excuse, man? You know what I'm saying? It's
But
kind of
why
because
crazy.
why are
a
why
lot of
are
people like
people
to
why
go
are
against the
gamers
grain.
being intimidated for wanting to play the game? I'm seeing people asking questions of what makes God of War great. People's giving them the answer, and these
I
people
said this
still
on
buy
Twitter.
the
You're
game.
dismissing it,
I
bro.
said this. I said this on Twitter. A game of this magnitude cannot be explained. Explained. It has to be
You have to
experienced.
play,
You
bro.
got, you
Like,
gotta play it,
play the
man.
game,
You
bro.
gotta play it.
I can tell you how great the story is, how great the combat is, how great the world is, but that's all based through my eyes. You like, and this is with any game really. You have to play it.
When I see
Play the
I
game.
see people watching the full playthrough and scoring it at 8.5, I'm like, oh
I'm
word,
saying,
Oh
this what we
man,
doing now, fam.
Hey,
You know
yo,
what I'm
real
saying?
talk, yo,
he ain't last long. He got the game.
Chuck is
I
the
know you
perfect
talking.
example of this notion too, because at first Chuck was looking at the game, he wasn't that hyped for it. He's like, yo, this joint
Yeah.
looks kind of mediocre. But when you actually played it, your mindset is a little different.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And not only even Chuck,
nothing that's not a
Kev
fighter
too,
or
bro.
sport.
Hey, Kev, who wasn't a God of War fan at all, you know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Kev as well.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's playing
Yeah,
this shit and it's
Kev.
hooked on this shit, you know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. I think what's hard for people is, and it was kind of hard for me at the beginning, like it's not what they're used to.
Right.
It's so different from the other game. That's why I laughed. When somebody really said this, I forgot what group it was in. But it was like, man, this is like exactly like all the other girls. I'm like, what? I'm like, have you even played the game? It doesn't even feel like
It
that.
doesn't even feel like, bro.
It definitely, I think it's, I'm not saying it's turning people off, but it's definitely having people, question what's going on with this game. Why is this game so great when it's not God of War? When we don't have the same type of thing. Like I said, this was my mind frame going to the game. I was always going to get the game. That was never a question because I'm a God of War fan. I was like, bro, I'm not really feeling where they're going. I said that, and I own up to that, but I'm like, let me give it a chance, man. I have to give it a chance. This was the fact that I am a fan. And, it may turn out to be good, and it exceeded all my expectations. So if you have any interpretations in trying to play this game, just go play it. It's going to throw you off in the first 2-3 hours. It's not what you're used to.
But Chuck is the example. Chuck is the example of what a gamer is. Chuck for himself, something that he bastard a little bit, made fun of it, but we all do that with games. But he gave it a chance and loved it. You got people out in the community, and I say this all the time, that are
and they won't admit it, bro. Even if they play it and they love the game, they wouldn't admit it, bro. You know what I'm saying? They won't admit it.
It's not on their piece of plastic.
Yeah, they won't admit it.
As much as I love,
that's what it boils down to.
Like as much as I love PlayStation, if it's a great game on another console, I'm gonna acknowledge that game as being great for what it is. I'm not gonna say it's trash because it's on Xbox or it's trash because it's on Nintendo. No, the game is great. God of War is a great game. Like it's a great game. Period. Like no fanboy shit. No, trying to just big up Sony. No, like put all of that to the side and just look at the game for what it is. A great game,
bro.
It's a great game.
Even when you from the beginning, in the beginning, everybody Kratos looked mad basic with the cloth wraps, and then I look at everybody and pictures. Somebody might have on this armor.
Yeah,
somebody might have on this.
Let's talk about the armor, bro. I think the armor is so dope in this.
Real talk. I didn't know it was gonna be that deep, bro. I really personally, I was excited for God of War. But I wasn't like anticipating it was like, if I'm amped for a game, I'm gonna be talking about that jump, making videos all day about it. But God of War wasn't that game where I was making videos about it. Like I also have my questions. But as I said, when I went to this game, man, speaking of the armor, I was like, you can
for real, bro. For real, I'm doing level ups, and I was sitting around thinking to myself that, bro, this is a God of War game, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe it, bro. This is a God of War game.
They have sockets in the armor.
You know what I'm saying? Coming from it's crazy, dog. Like you're traveling the world, and it's kind of you have different options and shit. That I'm like, bro, this is a God of War game, bro. Like, are we serious, dog?
What you want to put in your armor? And I was like, what is this game is. This game is tickling all RPG.
And you can build, make your build. So if you want to go in like some of these Valkyrie fights, bro, you really got to build them a certain ways too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to fight, you can switch it up and build them a certain way. It's like crazy, bro. Like, it's insane, man.
You got prep, man. You got prep with it. I was shocked, man. Especially the armor. Like, I was already shocked with the weapons as far as how, in depth you can do the skills and all that stuff. But with the armor, I was like, yo.
Yeah, I was tripping out on the armor, bro.
That's so much, man.
I actually like the armors. Like I even like the fact that they didn't skimp out on the Atreus armor either.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And I didn't upgrade that nigga armor though, bro. Fuck that nigga, man.
The first armor they give when we pre-order with the black. Yeah, that was a good armor in the first joint.
Good armor.
Yeah,
you want that Hailstone enchantment armor.
I got.
You already know, bro. When I get critical health, I'm like, actually hit me with that Hailstone, bro. Yeah, I said throw that over here, bro.
That's the legendary runic investment. Yeah,
that armor come in clutch.
Yeah, bro. Like your boy.
Like, give me that, bro.
Boy, throw me that help.
All I use is that.
It's funny because
saved my life too many times.
Watching Persona screenshots, like he had that armor where you had like the vest on. I didn't use that armor. I did the metal and I did like the fire armor. Where I see everybody was doing like different little armors. You know what I mean? I was like, that's mad cool that it plays into people's play style. Because I wanted my attack power all the way up. You know?
That's what I was going. That's what I was going for too, bro. I'm like, give me all the strength, bro.
Where I was going to do the base stat armor, and then I filled in my enchantment slots with like the frost attack up or the burn attack up, because based on the enemies that you fight, the elemental weapon that you use will do more damage. So I did like frost attack up, and then I did like burn defense up. So that's how I did it with when I was fighting the enemies and shit like that.
I'm like, give me all that.
Elementals matter. Especially when you get the Blades of Chaos. When you're fighting ice enemies, that fire.
That fire, bro. That fire armor was ill. Because there's times where I was getting these legendary armor pieces, and my armor, I was leveled up with that armor so much, I was like, I don't want to put that on. I'm going to drop my attack 20-something points. Like, hell no.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Oh, yeah, they definitely get stronger. They get stronger when you travel back to other areas, too.
Oh, dude, I went home and dude was level 8, man. I'm like, what
yeah, they scale.
That's good though. So they never feel like you're just overpowered.
Right.
You know?
They keep you in your place like this.
Yo, T-Man, it's exclusive season, bro. You know what I mean?
Detroit up next.
You know what I mean? It's what we do out here, man. Exclusive season. Save that time up.
I low-key feel bad for Detroit too, bro, because
I don't know if he's gonna be able to follow that.
I ain't played the demo yet.
I didn't even play the demo.
I'm gonna play it.
I'm like, I was like, man, Detroit, how you going?
It's a different game. It is. Detroit, you gotta go on differently.
It is.
You gotta go on differently.
Y'all sound excited when you start talking about Detroit. Like,
Chuck is like, hey man, I'm trying out different games, but I don't know about that.
I'm done with like Telltale. I'm done with that shit is boring to me. I don't, each his own, bro. But I'm like, I don't like anything.
Nah, you have a stance, man. That's all I need.
Telltale.
I don't know, man. Like I said, like games moving forward, man. I'm looking at games with a new light, man. I'm gonna be straight. Like it's gonna be a tough spot out of war. Like it's gonna be tough. The only game I think combat wise that will be fun to that level of combat like God of War is probably Spider-Man. I think Swipes doing all that fighting and stuff like that could be dope. But
this Spider-Man gonna be dope.
Yeah, that's Spider-Man.
My man, Wolfflow, he asked this question on Twitter. I want to ask y'all this real quick. What is God of War 2018's greatest strength that sets it apart from other games? I don't know if Wolfflow played the game, but I told Wolfflow I need to play the game. You know what I mean? Asking all these questions. I don't know, but you got to play the game, man. I don't know. I don't know if he got it. 1 second, Bear. I don't know if he got it, but he asking a lot of questions out here as far as the game. But what would be your answer if you was to answer?
You don't need it. What is God of War's greatest strength?
That sets it apart from other games.
Man, that's tough.
I think it's not what sets it apart. I think what it does better than other games.
I just think that because a lot of games either shine in one aspect, whether it's story, gameplay, pacing, but it's weaker in other aspects. You know what I'm saying? This had everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything worked for this game perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Like the story, the pacing, the combat, everything works for this game. And not a lot of games can say that. You know what I'm saying? Some games you to focus on one thing and the other thing is not as great. You know what I'm saying? But this just had everything but that worked for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I agree with that answer.
That's why I think it's just
like God of War to me felt like everything that you was doing in the game, it felt meaningful to do,
man.
You know what I mean? Like I wanted to do all these things. You know what I mean? That's how clever how they did the side missions at favors. You know what I mean? You're playing into the character of Kratos, because Kratos don't want to do nothing for these dudes.
Like,
you know what I mean?
We ain't got time to do all this shit. We got a mission, bro.
Yeah, you actually doing them a favor. Like I'm doing your favor.
Yeah.
You're making me go outside of my journey to do this crap for you. You know what I mean? Like I just felt like everything is just so well placed together in the game, and the combat is really, really good. And the thing is too, it's not like you have these combat situations that these set pieces in the game. There's constant people that you're fighting in this game. You be traveling to this one little island. It's like, yo, there's enemy spawning there. Then you got these realm tiers that you got to do. Then you got the worlds you got to travel to fight other people. Then you got the trials. The
trials.
You're not going to be bored playing this game. You're not gonna be bored. Yes,
I've easily got another 15 hours in the game because I still got to do all the collectibles and the trials and.
I gotta put 100 hours in this game. I don't even know.
Did you do the treasure test stuff? The treasure maps. Even that stuff is fun to do. Like when you find a treasure map and you read it and you see a little picture, like, I think I know that area. You search it. I'm like, yo, this game does treasure finding better than Sea of Thieves.
Oh Jesus! Why you do that? Oh.
I did that for my man Bear.
Who did? Shout out to Chuck. Was it Chuck? No, it was King. Was it Chuck or Kingsblood? I think it was either Chuck or Kingsblood that posted on Twitter.
You ain't getting
it said,
it's
Kingsblood. Yeah.
when you did, you get a better sea adventure in God of War than you do it.
When you was on that boat, when you had to fly the ship out of Hellhammer and shit. Yeah, he's like,
hey yo, that boat scene was gangster, bro. Like the stuff that they had. Yo, the thing is, in this game, it oversees your expectation because you think you just traveling on the boat. Yeah, they're gonna spawn enemies. Like a typical God of War game. Nah, man. They bringing the anchors out where you gotta move the anchors out, then the boat is ripped in half, and then you gotta watch the fire so the fire can stay. Oh, yo, it's mad stuff you gotta be doing, bro. That's when you gotta take out them blades of chaos and like, listen.
Yep. You gotta pull out them blades and make sure the fires stay lit and shit. It's
it's a fun ass game, man. Like no pony in these words that I'm saying. It's just straight up like, yo, it's a fun ass game, a great game. It's sad for me to keep on having to saying that, like, yo, no pony, I'm not being a pony. You know what I mean? Because I'm talking about a PlayStation game that's great. You know what I mean? If we was talking about Zelda, nobody be questioning shit. If we talking about Mario, nobody be questioning shit.
If we was talking about the Kraken, we'd only be able to talk about the conversation.
We gotta wait for the But yo, Beer, what's good, man? I mean, fade on my fast time.
What's up, brother? Quick, man, real quick, before you, my fault, I didn't mean to cut you off. Real quick, man, I just hate how, like, people can't be happy about games. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead. I'm gonna say that for episode.
Well, let me say this though. You said what sets it apart. I think Dre touched on it a little bit, but like you actually care about characters, man, and that's so hard to do in video games, man. Like at first I'm like, damn, I feel bad for Atreus. Mom just died. And it's like, fuck, man. Kratos being a dick towards him a little bit. Trying to make him pretty much Kratos in the old games, man. Don't feel nothing. Don't say nothing. I'm like, damn, Kratos, chill out, my nigga. This nigga mom just died. You feel me? And then they kind of switch the emotions. You feel bad for Freya. You feel bad for Kratos later in the game. Like it's so many. It's so like I said, it's so hard to do that, man.
I ain't felt bad for Freya, bro. I ain't felt bad.
No, I felt bad for Freya, man. Because her intentions were good. Her intentions were so good, man. But she just, it was just a fucked up situation.
In her mind, what she was doing was the best thing. But you know what I'm saying? Can you imagine going for freaking hundreds of years not be able to feel shit, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's kind of crazy.
That's insane, bro. You know what I'm saying? She just wanted to protect him, like, because she loved him so much, she was willing to give her life, and then to end up just being, you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like an overprotective parent. When you have kids, me being the parent, you tend to be overprotective. You don't want nothing.
And even the fact that
and I got that. That was actually pretty cool.
Even the fact that when she's like, yo, when Etchers asked, yo, when's the last time you saw him? She's like, it's been a long, long time. And for one of the first time you see him in such a long time for him to die, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, it's kind of crazy.
So I definitely agree with like this emotion part, man. Because I was just really tripping out how I went from liking Atreus to hating Atreus to liking Atreus again. I went from like not really like hating Kratos. I'm like, damn, man, because I'm a father, so I'm like, damn, chill out a little bit, just relax a little bit, But yeah, definitely the transfers of emotions. You feel like you start to feel bad for like, not per se like bad characters, but because when the Atreus was like, damn, is this what being a god is? You killing your son and you killing your father, like what the fuck is type of shit is this? And then Kratos looking at him like, no, you're gonna be who you're supposed to be, and that was just like strong emotion in the game. It conveying off the screen for me. It was crazy.
Kratos was trying to teach Boulder a lesson too. It's like, yo, you don't want to go down this path.
Yeah, man. I'm like, who is this guy?
Like, look at Kratos going here and teaching lessons, man.
That's really dope. The character development was A1 in the game. Man, it's definitely the process was well worth it, man. Just to see how everybody grew towards the end of the game, how scripts were flipped towards the end of the game, and foreseeing what's to come. With Freya and stuff like that, man. It's definitely gonna be dope, man. I'm actually excited. It sucks that we're gonna have to wait. It's gonna be a long time. I thought it was last night. I'm like, damn. Am I gonna even like games by the time this game comes out? Like, am I gonna be retired, bro? I'm like, I don't know.
I even liked the two brothers, like Sindri and Brock, man. Yeah, their dynamic and what happened to them towards the end. You know, I was like, yo, this is hot, man. I'm over here cheesing.
It was a lot of that for me too, bro. It was a lot of that for me.
What you said, Bear?
No, I was quoting one of the things that Brock says in the game.
Oh,
Brock, what the hell his name is?
Yeah, man. Yo, and when he did that first curse, I was like, oh, okay, this is God of War. Okay, all right. Yeah, he's going in, man. He's going in. But that Freya, not Frey, because Frey, that's the brother. Freya. I didn't think that was her at the beginning, yo. I thought that was probably Lady Sif or something like that. One of those warriors from Asgard. Something happened with them. But when they say it was Freya, I was like, yo, that
is. You see how she spit on the nigga on the more face?
Oh yeah.
Back, the life mother was like, yeah.
Welcome back.
Just a little shit like that, I like.
Omar was like, yo, what was that for? Like, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, he was like, the stuff, man,
And then what it is, what you want me to do? It's crazy.
He had his little secrets, man. He was a dope character too, man. Little head, man.
He really was. He brought a lot of life to the game, man. Definitely, Just imagine him not being there, on those rides, and there was so much dialogue going on, man. It's like, damn. Yeah. I think I missed a lot. They was talking so much. You trying to fight, you trying to do all this other, figure out a puzzle. You're not really trying to pay attention to that shit.
Yeah. One thing I did like too is I kind of liked how Centaur and Brock kind of reunited towards then. I like that, and then the sigil, it became a new sigil, which is on the cover of the Steelbook and everything. I like that whole dynamic between them because Brock and Sonora, they're both very different.
Brock and
it's still that sibling library because whenever you bring the axe to Brock, what's this? Did you let Sonora touch this? Oh, now I gotta fix it.
Each of them was adding their little component.
Yeah, when you bring it to Sonora, he's like, oh, I can't touch this. It smells like
they were so different, bro. They were so different.
I just loved it.
Yo, Brock was just a savage, bro. My man ate his freaking horse thing, bro.
Yeah.
Turn that shit into dinner, fam. He was like, yo, what? I was hungry. I'm like, bro, goddamn.
Bro.
Oh man, that was just too good.
When he first
whenever you go to create something, all right, I'm open.
Yeah, when he first
if you don't do nothing, he go all right, you're just wasting my time.
Yeah.
I was like, you just want to wait.
He'd be like, well, what the fuck are you waiting for?
Even that part when Atreus found out it was a guy and he spazzed out in Sindri, and he went back and Sindri was like, well, I'm glad I'm still useful to y'all. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I like that.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, even Mary was doing that. I'm glad I'm on your side.
Yeah.
You're a bad son of a bitch. But yo, Bear, man, what's your thoughts on this, man? You just got to jump in, though, man. Jump in.
He's like, watch out, brother. Watch out, brother. I love the mirrors.
Yeah.
My thoughts for God of War? Oh, man. Masterful. From beginning to end, there wasn't a single moment in the game where I felt bored.
You was on the opposite end, like Chuck. No, not like Chuck, but you like Kev. You wasn't like a God of War fan or anything like that.
Nope, I didn't really care too much for the series, man. But this one here, actually, you've found a newfound love for Kratos.
There you go, man.
Just from the story narrative, from beginning to end, everything from the collection purposes of having to backtrack and do everything felt rewarding. Nothing felt like a chore in the game.
And this is. And it's crazy you said it because a lot of people was like, oh, I'm saying now Kratos got emotions and stuff. I'm like, bro, people hated Kratos, bro. People nobody thought Kratos.
Am I too loud for you?
No. I turned you up.
That's you.
Okay.
People was like, yo, Kratos is a terrible character. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, and this game brought in something that you would never expect to see from him. Yeah, and that's why people loved it even more. He's like, yo, I finally seen a part of Kratos. You know what I'm saying, that nobody was expecting. You know what I'm saying?
The thing I think people over exaggerate on that whole emotional side of Kratos because he's still pretty much that that raw Kratos.
He's still the raw dude.
You might see little bits and pieces of like a different side of him, a little more calmer side to him, but it's not like it's over exaggerated like how everybody
you know what I get from that though, Jay, right? The way I look at it, the way the whole entire story plays out and the way Kratos acts over the course of the game. I mean, you got to remember Kratos and Atreus are both dealing with their own grievances in their own way, right? And throughout the course of the game, I find myself to think that like Kratos, like when he talks to his, to Atreus the way that he does, but at certain times, it starts to get a little bit more forgiven in a way, if that makes sense. Yeah. And I think that's all part of the grieving process that Kratos is going through. This is like kind of like what you're basically doing. Like, your father and son are determined. They go through hell and back just to get to where they got to go. You know what I mean? Like they go through hell and high water, man, to get to where they want to go. But at the same time, all in the same process, though, you got both the son not only finding out fucking certain things about Kratos, which I'm not going to say here for obvious reasons, but on top of that too as well, it's the grieving.
Spoiler, bro. You can say it, man. Spoilers, bro.
Well, I don't want to say that people haven't gotten to. I mean, is everybody beating in here?
Yeah,
we are.
Everybody beat the base game. Everybody beat the base game, but we didn't like complete everything yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to talk about any of the end game stuff. Then after the end game stuff, there's a couple spoilers there. I'm not going to say. And by the way, for the record, there, Jay Barry, fuck those trials. Fuck those trials.
Yo, that's what I've been telling people. Like I said, yo, Bear, I'm praying for everybody that is playing on Give Me God of War right now. I'm telling you, man. These trials are difficult.
He's gonna fucking break something. I can promise you that, dude.
These trials are difficult, yo. Like, y'all don't understand, man.
No, so there were a couple things that I found that was really, really amusing to me. Like the fact of the name that fucking Atreus' mother gives to him at the end. Mm-hmm. That kind of blew my mind a little bit.
It blew a lot of people's mind. Right? Like,
and I'm like, wait a minute, did I just read that right? Did this motherfucker just say Loki? What?
Yeah. Yo, the reason why it blew everybody's mind because they didn't really give you the mom's full name. They always call her Lady Faye or Faye. Right. They always nickname it. If they were saying her whole name like La Faye or La, but it would have been like,
see, here's the thing, though, Jay Barry, right? I like the fact that his wife is very, very mysterious. We don't know who she is. We don't know what she looks like. But when you get to the end and then you see like that monument that ends up breaking off from the wall right at the end of the game, and you end up seeing like she predicted everything. Like she basically pictured every single thing that both Kratos and Atreus did.
And I realized that thing didn't break away until Atreus touched it. Because when Kratos touched it, it didn't break away, bro.
Yeah, it's when Atreus touched it, like a magical thing.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he activated. That's why even when Atreus was like, this is our story. He's like, no, this is your story. You know what I'm saying?
Which is absolutely crazy because like when you find out that like not only is Atreus part god, but now he's also part giant on top of that too as well. It's like, yo, what more fucking shit's coming my way, dude? Like, that name drop, dude. I'm just like, bro, I'm done.
And it all makes so much sense now because
it does. Yes, it does.
That's what Loki is. I mean, that's what. Loki is.
He was the one that would be able to take down Baldur. You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that he can communicate with a snake. You know what I'm saying? Which is supposed to be his kid or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
The serpent.
Yeah, and I want to say, yo, Norse. I was saying to Chuck last night, Norse people are into some freak shit, but like, you know what I'm saying?
That's an understatement.
The type of kids they be having, but like, you know what I'm saying?
So that's another good point too. And I'm finally noticing because when you look up on Loki and you know about Loki, he does know a lot of languages. He can, he's very knowledgeable. That's why it's like, just going through the story, like, he just knows these languages and all these stuff. Like, this is amazing.
A lot of things so crazy because even when one of Atreus' first ability that he unlocks was the wolves, you know what I'm saying? And when he found out he was a god, he was like, yo, can I turn into a wolf or something? You know what I'm saying?
He was asking a lot of those questions.
Right, and that's what Loki relationship with it was a wolf. So it's like every time I guess he shows up as a wolf, you know what I'm saying?
There were major hints in it, and I didn't even connect the pieces together.
Nobody peeped it. Like, it was crazy.
So I need to ask everybody in here, man, because I don't think you've seen it yourself, Jay Barry, but I'm just gonna ask, man. Like, has anybody fucking seen the secret ending yet?
Oh yeah, I think.
Oh yeah. Go home, people. Go home.
Go home after you beat the game.
Go home, fam. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to Trace talking about you ain't gotta go back home right now. Go back home, bro.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I'm gonna go home.
If you beat the game,
you haven't done it, Maury?
Nah, I didn't go home yet. I ain't go home. I went right back to the trials, bro. I'm trying to get as much
right now.
No, seriously, do yourself a favor, Jay Barry. Do yourself a favor. Go back home. Go back home.
Let's do it, bro. Please.
What Corey Borlaug and his team at Santa Monica did was fucking genius. That secret ending is fucking genius, Jay Barry.
Bro, you need to go.
Trust me, do yourself.
Right after this, I'm going home, man. I'm going home,
bro. You gotta go home.
Wait. Hold on. Everybody in here went home?
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all got a bunch of bastards.
Hey, to be fair, Jay Barry, I didn't go home right away because I was working on some other shit.
I didn't go
somebody on my Discord server told me, he's like, "Hey, Fatal, have you gone back home yet?" I'm like, "No, why?" He goes, "Just do yourself a favor."
Yo, they did something with Horizon.
I was so glad that I did.
You know when Horizon, when you beat it and you go back home to the grave and she does a little. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, go
I'm
home.
going back
home. Go in, go home and go inside the house.
I'm surprised we didn't spoil that for you, bro. That's like, I mean, we kind of talked about it, but we didn't go into that. We actually talked about it earlier.
So what is everyone's favorite area to explore in the game? Mine so far.
Before we go into that, I wanted to bring up a point too, because when you brought up the actual mission for this game, like it's so lighthearted that all you want to do is spread the ashes of your mom on the highest peak, right? And I remember Persona was DMing me. He was like, "Yo, I'm about to go up to this peak. Should I do it?" I'm like, "Am I gonna be
Nah, listen, I
close to the end, bro."
Honestly, when you go to the summit, that summit area, they really do do a good job making you feel like that's that. I'm like, yo, ain't no way in hell the game this short. Nah,
that was it.
Really?
Yo, I think everybody had that little feeling of like, that hesitation, like, should I go?
But it's like, yo, come on, y'all should have expected it, bro. You know, it always act like that. That's kind of one of the kind of cliche that in movies too. Like, you thought you was about to be at the end, like, and nah, something gonna come.
Hey, I thought we was about the final battle was there. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was judging the length of the game by the realms, because I was like, nah, it's not over. We got 3 more realms to go to. I ain't been yet. Like,
and it's funny because then when we went to Thelma's grave to do the final, I didn't think that was the end either. And then I'm like, because we still got to go to Asgard and all these other places.
Yeah, I was judging
the game. Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, Persona and J Barry, isn't there 2 other realms too as well that you don't get access to at ever?
There's 3.
There's 3 other realms, so that could be DLC.
Nah, I don't want DLC. I don't want DLC. I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want it, man.
So you want to take more side missions?
I don't want DLC, Barry.
Why you coming at me like that?
I don't see why they wouldn't do it with God of War.
Nah,
what I'm saying is like, because the build up is so crazy, but like the build up is so good, dog. Like, and even when you see the secret ending, like
the force,
even when you go to
man, like I don't think it'll be right, bro.
When you go to Jotunheim and you go to Helheim, you go to Alfheim, all those areas. Even when you're looking around, it's still a lot of fog going around.
It's a lot of shit, but it's a lot of places that like, cause even when in one of the Valkyrie areas, when you fought them, there's a freaking gate that comes down that blocks, and there's just a step. There's some stairs leading somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what is that? That's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
what is blocked off?
Even in
if y'all go into the game right now and you go to like somewhere like Alfheim, right? Alfheim, I'm pretty much sure you guys are 100% it, but there's still a whole bunch of fog around the area. You see these other land areas. When you go to Helheim, there's a lot of fog. When you go to Jotunheim, there's a lot of fog. Like I feel like they're gonna add little areas into the game, man.
Yeah,
before the other game come out.
Yeah, in part 2, but not no DLC, bro.
I can honestly see them doing DLC because they did it with Horizon. So
I don't
That's
think
two
they
different.
will.
That's two different studios.
It is, but I mean, like, there's so much room for DLC in this game.
And Corey, they said they have no plans for DLC, so hopefully keep it like that. To me, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, keep it like that.
I'm saying they're not gonna have like a DLC in the traditional way, but they're gonna have like an update where they add in like side little content, like not like it's a complete DLC. They're adding a new area to go to this area. Nah, like I feel like there's so much foggy areas in this area where they can just extend these maps. They already done. I'm telling you, they already done. They just blocked off, bro. They blocked off.
Yeah, I mean,
you can just do it through updates.
Part 2, man.
I don't know, bro.
Part 2,
man.
Wait for that photo mode
All right.
to come out.
All right, there are 6 of us in here right now.
Leave stuff to the imagination. That's why I say.
Yeah, there are 6 of us.
I agree with some part of that as well.
Yeah, like, come on, man. I think they would ruin that shit with a DLC. Like,
they did. They're really ruin the game.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, I want to explore some more in this damn game, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
But I can imagine. I can't just imagine, bro. Like in the next game when you send you to Asgard, bro, that Rainbow Bridge, that shit gonna look crazy.
I'm not saying go to Asgard. I'm saying like
I'm not talking about in the DLC. I'm talking about in the next game. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
you don't have to do the other realms. I'm saying the realms that we already did.
Expand on the ones that's already there. Okay.
Yeah, there's already areas.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that my man. You know, future game. My man, what's his name? That blocks that's a guardian of the bridge. That Handel. Yeah, when you gotta fight that man. Oh
yeah, you're not getting past Asgard. Handel on straw cats.
You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy.
Handel rip the shit out of you, man.
Man, Kratos gonna rip that nigga, man.
Kratos gonna kill him, but Handel.
It's gonna be a fight though, man. It's gonna be a fight, bro. Because
one of those last fights though,
because he got to get past him to get into Asgard, bro. He's
the guardian of that Bifrost and over there.
Yeah,
man. Look, man, God of War PS5 gonna look crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god,
that shit gonna look.
That's
See, now I don't want Corey Borlaug and his team to actually rush the next game out.
That's not me.
They don't need to, bro.
He
don't need to rush it. He don't need to rush it.
Yeah, no.
Do what you do, man.
That's why I'm saying they need to do a little updates.
And if it's one thing we know about Sony, bro, they're gonna give their studios time, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, so.
I want the whole team to
so Jay
on God of War 2. I don't want no updates. God of War 2.
Hey man,
I don't want them to rush it, man.
I mean, to be fair, you know what I'm saying? Like a few people of Naughty Dog was working on Last of Us, and you see how that turned out. You know what I'm saying? So that can happen.
Yeah.
And Sony Santa Monica is a big ass studio too. They be helping out with other projects too. So it's like, you know, they can definitely, you know, if they're gonna do DLC, which I don't want.
So Jay, when you first got to that area, that's if I'm pronouncing his name right, Theomor's corpse, the area that there with the big ass giant.
Screenshots galore.
Yo, that area, that's my favorite area in the game.
Oh yeah, screenshots galore in it.
That giant man is like, holy shit! You were one.
No, you did like they. Oh, the funny thing about that area, before you got to it, they always spoke about the giants, so you know they're big. Cause you see the world serpent.
Yeah, and then when you actually
now you got the full scope. Like, yo, look at this dude head. This dude head is huge, bro.
Yeah.
You got
look at the detail in his face. It was amazing. Dude. Oh my
god! You can see the nose hair.
The shock arrows to get his hair out the ice, and you see his hair. I'm like, yo. This junk is crazy, and you know what's the craziest part about this? My man Kratos actually held up the hammer when it was coming down. When we were trying to break the joint, he's like, "Yo, this junk gonna kill us." And he's like, Kratos was like, "Nope, I got you." I was like, "Yo, how strong is Kratos?"
Yeah.
Kratos
is dude, he flipped the gate.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm like, damn, bro. What work out you on, fam?
My man flipped the whole gate. That going all the way around, bro. Like, come on, Kratos.
What man, flipping the whole gate, bro? Like when I see that, I see
what's funny? It's like they do a good job of like showing how strong Kratos is in this game.
Yeah, right from the beginning.
It's like that,
bro. They did that in previous games.
Be right back.
My man, I'm like, dude, because he don't like Kratos don't really. He's not like a superhero or nothing. So it's kind of like, damn, you kind of forget.
Yeah.
When you go through the game, how strong he is, and they show you some shit like, I'm like, this motherfucker breaking chains and shit. I'm like, God damn.
Right from the beginning, when he chopped that first tree down.
And
like, yo, this dude lock that
when he fought the Baldo, he punched the brick 2 times and pulled the whole thing on Baldo.
Yo, I had to make that a gift, bro.
Oh, man.
Yo, he punched the hell out of that brick.
My man punched the brick and just pulled the whole thing over. The thing cracked the whole ground. I'm like, God damn, fam.
Just know how strong these guys are. The scope is. This how I know how Boulder was like mad strong.
It was stupid strong, but
the world surfing, how you handle the world surfing. I was like,
oh yeah,
that's what I was saying. I'm like, yo, how did he hit the shit out of that world surfing?
That joint was sweet, bro.
I thought Thor was outside, bro. I thought Thor was outside.
It's funny because they said Thor hit him so hard he went back in time, like. Baldo hit him mad hard. He went back to the snow giant, bro. Like he threw a critter all the way to the snow giant area. Fam. It's like, God damn.
Imagine how, like, yo, when you fight Thor, and if you want to fight Odin, yo, if this game, if it go like part 3, you fight Odin, yo, bruh, Corey, bro.
See, that's my theory, J-Bar.
I think, yo,
yeah. I think that with the second game, I think Atreus is definitely going to be more of a teenager, a little bit more older.
Right.
And then I think in the third game is when you're going to see him as more of an actual adult. You know what I mean? And
the third game, I think he's going to be like the subplot villain, bro.
That could be. That might be like a Star Wars plot fucking theory.
Man,
I can see him betraying Kratos.
Listen, let's all be real here. We don't trust.
Being conflicted. Like, I can see Atreus being like, I can see it to where like Freya gets in his ear, or Thor, someone gets in his ear, and then Kratos is trying to explain to him how to be a good god, and he's like, no, I want to be like Odin and them or some shit.
It could make sense for something because he does hear voices, right?
Yeah, he does. So it's gonna be some type of confliction where
they might get like.
I really do feel like the third game or the second game or the third game, like the way they may end it is where Kratos actually may die. Like, low-key, somebody's gonna kill. Somebody's gonna kill.
Nah, I don't think Kratos is gonna die because just going through Tyr's vault. I see them expanding the game after this Norse mythology.
Oh hell yeah!
No, but I think they
remember he dropped the traveler.
No, but I think Atreus is going to be the new Kratos. I think.
But I feel like even Corey said. Even Corey said like
all the gods, man. I just don't.
Now I see. This is future spoiler. All right, I see Kratos eventually killing his son Loki.
Nah.
And then him going to have to travel to a different realm, like a different mythology, because we've seen that with Tyr's Vault. They showed the 4 different little mythologies, whatever they were showing there. He showed the Greece. I don't know what the other 2 was because I don't know what those.
You see Egyptian, you see the Eye of Ra or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then you see Greek. You see
him having to kill pharaohs.
Yeah, you see Greek because
Kratos killing pharaohs. That'll be something.
Kratos is like
Egypt came before Norse, so why not do Greek, then Egypt, and then Norse? That wouldn't make sense.
I mean, that's the way they decided to go with it. Because when they're showing the mirror, it was like, and Chris is like, Mimir was talking about it, and it's like, these are all.
Y'all took a picture of that shit too. I know everybody probably took a picture.
I took a picture of that.
So they show Kratos is Greek, the Greek one, and then they showed the Eye of Ra, and they showed 2 more. I think I was watching. Was it the Norse one they showed? One of them was the Norse one, and the other one. Somebody was saying it's some like
I don't know what the last one is.
Like Chinese, probably some Chinese thing or
might be a Chinese joint,
Samurai, like some samurai.
When it was in that vault, Atreus had like a Chinese helmet on his head, or it was Egyptian head.
It was a Greek. It was a Greek because Corey said it was a Greek helmet. Yeah. Oh, it probably was a freaking Egyptian shit. It looked Egyptian.
I think it was Egyptian.
Somebody's already.
Yeah, I don't think all the treasure. I think there's a lot of clues in that treasure vault in Tyr's chamber because I don't think all that stuff wasn't Greek. A lot of
it wasn't. That man was traveling, bro. That man was traveling. You know what I'm saying? Different realms, bro.
Yeah, he was going to realms.
That's why he I guess he figured out how to travel to different realms without, you know what I'm saying, without the bridge and all that shit. So he's like.
Well, yeah, he's the guy he was the one that was responsible for finding a way to travel realms without ever actually doing it the most traditional standard way.
That's what I'm saying. And look where he dropped the travel rune into the realm thing. where he's not supposed to fall off.
Because you don't want people to find out the secret or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Yeah, so Jay Barry, let me tell you this: the part that really pissed me off, dude, man, and it wasn't anything with the game or anything, but it's how it's happened. Because Freya was one of my favorite characters in the game that I fell madly in love with, not because of the fact that she's a chick, but she's just like a badass witch, right?
Yeah, she's a dope character.
The way fucking I was so mad at the end because no matter which way it would have went down, she would have, did whatever we want to call it, right? Because that would have been Baldur killing her, or it would have been fucking the way that actually it does go down. I was so fucking mad. I was so pissed off. I'm like, Kratos, man, you're God damn it. Why? Now she hates us now, you motherfucker.
Like Mir said that the word is better with Frey in it than Baldur, bro. And it's true. Like what was Baldur gonna really do? Frey been helping him out from jump, you know what I'm saying? And who knows what she would have been, you know what I'm saying, later on.
But she said she gonna bring her legion.
But now you gotta know. Fucking, who knows? Maybe she might
swore that she was gonna ruin his life, man.
Freya is no joke because she got a little army behind her too, man. She doesn't.
Hey, bro, my man, she's about to send that turtle after you, bro. That turtle house, bro.
You know, the fact that she took the fucking goddamn giant's car.
I meant the turtle house.
That fight.
You know what I noticed too? If she really wanted to go hand, because look, she controlled Thamor while he was dead. Look at Joe. She gets to Jotunheim.
Exactly, bro.
Oh my god.
Did anybody else notice that the actual giant's face did look a little bit like Kratos a little bit?
He kind of does.
Or was that just me seeing shit?
The nose and all. He kind of
the nose and the beard. The nose and the beard made it look like fucking like a giant freaking Kratos, man.
Let me go back to the. I got mad pictures of this game, bro.
Hey, it's crazy,
I got like 4 gigs of pictures, bro.
I got
a lot of pictures.
Oh yeah, he does got the beard and nose.
Helheim is another interesting place that I like, man. Like where it's technically like the realm of hell, essentially.
Yo, yeah.
That place, man. Not only like it's all green and stuff, so it's something that you wouldn't really expect, man. But it's so depressing walking along that bridge and seeing all those dead souls trying to fucking walk, and they're all like scared and cold and shit, dude.
It's crazy, man.
That shit was fucking terrifying, man.
The atmosphere was insane.
And then Helheim
had one of the best little like scenes when you kill that little the bridge troll and you just see Kratos on top of this dude, man. He got the blades of chaos. He's like,
yo,
and he had to gut him.
The thing is, he looked like he didn't even want to do it, but he's like, yo, I'm trying to save my son, bro.
My mirror's like, you gotta get your hands dirty,
man.
What up? Like,
I will admit though, that little moment though, man, where you had that little separation from your son was kind of peace and quiet for a good like hour or two.
Oh yeah. Yo, there's a glitch that happened in my game where my man was nonstop talking after I beat the game, and I was just trying to find the stuff. He's like, "So what do you want to do next? What do you want to do next?" Like every little man, I was like, "Hold up, bro. Hold on, let me reset this game."
I had a similar problem. When we were in the first time in the mountain. I was trying to figure out how to get that rock to lift off the rope.
Yo, matter of fact, it was in the mountain.
I wish mom was here. I wish mom was here. Like every 2 minutes, it's like, boy, if you don't shut the fuck up, man.
Funny enough, a lot of people. I used to. There's a part in when they got Mimir, and every time you go on a boat, he would hand Mimir over to Trace, and you're like, why does he do that? But you kind of realize why they do it, because at that moment when Atreus got sick, Mimir took to the place of Atreus of explaining all the explanation and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Because
Mimir was fucking an amazing side character.
He was dope, man.
Yeah, he was dope.
Like his stories, and the fact the details they put in that game for like when you get off the boat, you could be in the middle of the story. Like, oh, we'll say that for a later day, laddie.
Yeah.
And you go back on the boat.
Yeah, I'll stay right in that boat, bro.
Like, come on.
It's crazy, man.
That's fucking amazing.
This game has you playing the game. It has you learning about Norse mythology. Like, yo, you learn some stuff in this game, bro. Like playing this game, reading that lore stuff.
That's how you learn about how fucking what happened with Fair. What's her name? Fair, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Even Corey was like, yo, Corey was talking about the whole boat thing with Mimir, and he's like, yo, they was kind of scared during the playtest because when they saw somebody was playing it and he stopped, he went to the dock, but he didn't press circle the dock. He was stopped, and they was wondering like, what happened? Like, did the button not show up or whatever, or it got stuck, and then all of a sudden you see him duck, and they was like, yo, what happened right there? It's like, Oh no, everything was good. He was just because maybe I was telling a story. I wanted to wait till they finish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then do it.
That's what I did.
Yeah, that's exactly what they was going for. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I was circling around, hitting them barrels.
Yeah.
No word of a lie, dude. That game, fucking, like, I just could not put the controller down, dude. I could not stop playing that fucking game. Like, I only got, I beat it and plat it within 2 days, and fucking, I barely got any fucking sleep. Like, I loved every fucking minute of that game.
This game really had me just thinking about it all day, man. Like, when I'm not in my home, I'm like, yo, man, what I gotta do next, man. Especially,
I'm still thinking about the fucking game.
When I got to the trials, bro, I was like, yo, how can I beat this trial, yo? How can I get them in this circle? I was like, yo, this is gonna be crazy. But yeah, that's another important thing right there as well, man. There's a lot of end content. It's not like it's just one little thing you're doing where you're searching. There is a lot of end content in this game, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Like, yo, you not even, if you finish the game, you're not even done, bro. You probably beat the game. If you're going for the platinum, you probably be like around what, 50-some%, 40-some% you beat the game. Yeah. But yo, there's still so much to do, man. Still so much to do.
It's a lot.
And like I said, I had fun doing the little treasure things, man. Like I'm out here searching for treasure, man. I'm looking at the little picture. I'm like, okay, I think I've been in this area right here. This is by Thanor's hammer. Boom, right there, little gravel thing. I found it. Boom, math one. This is right next to the little frost giant. Yo, they had a frost giant in the fucking game. Yo, man. Cory Barlog, Sony Santa Monica. And the thing is, too, we speaking highly about the game. And people would not believe it. People were gonna be like, nah, you guys are being ponies. You guys are being ponies.
You're a fanboy.
See, those people that are sitting there telling you that shit, they don't know fucking what greatness is, man. Because when you're playing on the shitbox, dude, hey, that's your problem.
Oh damn, yo, that's not me.
By the way,
that ain't me. That was not me. That said.
Let me just say this real quick, Jake. Why is it that God of War they can have fucking you're on like a certain islands and beaches, whatever you want to call it. You can see crabs clear as day walking up to them. You can
and they dig in the floor.
Why is it that God of War has that shit, but not fucking see it?
Got a full body.
Answer me that question.
The snake got a full body.
Hey yo, listen. I was doing a lot of I was gonna be messy, man. I was gonna do a lot of comparisons with this game on the beach with the frogs and the little lizards.
It's like how?
But then I was like, yo, let me chill.
That shit crazy, man.
Man,
they mad, but they say, yo, listen, on Twitter is straight entertainment ever since God of War. Ever since the review dropped,
it's only gonna get worse.
You can see the hurt in a lot of these Xbox.
It's a lot of pain, man.
You can see the hurt, but like they trying so hard, man.
It's not even like funny no more. Just seeing some of these posts, I'm like, yo,
sad,
bro,
like,
let's play the game, man.
I feel so bad, bro. I'm like, damn, fam, like just play the game. Stop being so stubborn, man. Like. That shit crazy. That's allegiance, man. Y'all need to just cut that shit out. Let's play the game, bro.
Yo, but I'll say this though, a lot of people they bought a PS4 to play the game. I see a lot of people tagging me.
That is a fact, bro.
Yo, they was like, hey, I got a PS4, man. I'm about to play God of War. And they're not buying no regular PS4. They buying that bundle. You remember when that bundle, everybody was like, oh, it's ugly. The bundle's ugly. Yo, they buying the bundle.
Oh, yeah, a lot of folks bought that God of War bundle. That shit sold out everywhere. You can't buy it nowhere. It's done. It's done. St. Louis Collector's Edition. Done.
Yo, you know what thing I like to as well? The detail of the Blades of Chaos, how it did look all old and run down when he pulled it off. Like, and then when he did that first upgrade, he was like, oh, this junk looking clean, fresh.
Yeah, that's clean, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, they made that Blades of Chaos look real nice with the gold tip.
Yeah.
Yo, I wasn't okay. To be fair though, Jay Barry, I wasn't expecting like the blades to work that very well, like as far as fluidity goes.
Yeah.
Yo, the moment you start using that, dude, right after that cutscene, when you leave your house and all those enemies are right there, dude, I was just like, bro, this shit is so fucking good, man.
Yeah, it felt good, especially when you got back to hell and them dudes that jump on you and they blow up and all that. You just swinging to get them off of you, bro. But go ahead, Persona, my bad.
Now I was just agreeing with Bear. Fatal, sorry.
Don't worry, you're good. You can call me Bear.
All right. When he was talking about
you're good.
Blades is I also thought that the blades wouldn't fit in this style of combat and how things were, but then it's like when I seen them and then seeing how they did the Ruinix. Ah man,
I nearly shit myself, Persona. I nearly shit myself.
Very hack. Yeah, very hacking. Like it's still very hack and slash this game, but it's like sophisticated hack and slash. If that makes sense. It's not mindless hack and slash. It's like a hack and slash with strategy. Because a lot of people are scared this game is like Dark Souls. Nowhere near like Dark Souls in any way.
You know what I say? This
but
it's more
the difficulty of
Yo, I'll say this, bro. I'll say this right here. It is more arcadey than Dark Souls, but in my opinion, I would say this game is a little bit harder. You know what I mean? Because some of these,
I said that, bro.
Some of these regular enemies, they'll fuck you up, bro. Listen, man. Like Dark Souls is a game where you just gotta understand, the type of enemies. Once you understand the basics, like Bloodborne, like once you understand those little small dudes, like you run through those guys like it's nothing. This game you can't play like that. You gotta respect these dudes. Like, all right, level 7 right here. All right, let me back up and chill.
Even dregs like one of those enemies that you actually do gotta respect a lot is the dual wield dregs. Them dudes,
I was talking about that.
When they get frenzied.
Yeah,
hell,
that's what I was mentioning earlier when I wasn't expecting that, bro. They had frenzy and started beating the shit out of you. I'm like, yo, that was crazy.
You gotta watch the one all the draggers you gotta watch because the ones that hold the sword up and they slam it on the floor and they have that little AOE.
Oh yeah,
you gotta watch them.
Try to run up on them and then do the AOE. I'm like, you bastard.
Yeah, I hate the little dudes that throw the little ice daggers real quick.
That's why you gotta upgrade your skill, man. I was toss those things right back, man. Like, I got that right back. I was loving that, man. I'm like, throw all that shit you want to, bro. I'm just gonna send that shit right back at you, bro.
Yeah, the shield is so integral, bro. The shield is integral, man. Like you really need that shield. Like it's
and that's another good thing that they did, bro. They like every weapon you have matters. Like I love how you know how like normally when you get a weapon, all right, whatever, I'll use.
Throw it
in the background,
in this game, even like using Atreus's bows, I was using everything. So like all my tools I was using, bro. I was experimenting with different ruins. Yo, like Atreus and them bows, you try and juggle? Listen, I got videos of me juggling big boys, like with the bows, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
I was juggling an ogre. Like this, how bad it was. I had the ogre in the corner, and when you shoot enough of the electricity bolts, the enemy gets stunned. Like it'll get shocked and it'll start shaking. So I started hitting him, bro. He got hurt. I got the upgrade where he could shoot 4 or 5 bows, so you can fill up the thing real quick and keep stunning them. So hit him up, knock him up and down, shoot it again, knock him up and down, shoot him again. Yo, listen, man.
There's only one button in that game I never use, and it's that quick turn, bro. I found never no use.
Bro, I'm gonna put up a picture of my DualShock after I put it to L3 and down. Bro, my joint is ripped, bro. Listen, I'm turning back quick, bro. Cause I like to corner dudes into the wall so I can get them stunned. And if they behind you, gotta quick. You can't just roll sometimes.
I never freaking quick turn, bro. I was like, I keep forgetting about that button, man. I keep forgetting. And like,
Yo, going just piggybacking off of what Persona was saying, when you get to a point when you level up Atreus and you get like certain abilities unlocked. And when you get the actual lightning arrows, there's a certain one that you a certain ability under this tree that you unlock. That if you sit there and like when you're hitting somebody and you keep spamming that square button at the same time when you're hitting them, that little stun bar underneath the enemy's health bar shoots from fucking nothing to maxed out in like 3 fucking seconds, dude. You can do like
I noticed that. Yeah.
On them. It's crazy.
Yeah, I noticed that. There's times where Atreus was stunning dudes, and I'm like, oh, what? I can press R3 now.
Already,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I'm like, how my man stunning dudes already? Like, it's crazy, man.
Yo, listen, when you fighting Valkyries, use them electric arrows, man. They stun them Valkyries, man. You get extra hit off. Extra 1 or 2 hits off.
Oh yeah. Electric arrows is the key, bro. Like I only feel like the light ones is good for the dark elves. I feel like the dark elves, the light one works really good on them. because once you hit them, it does a little explosion, and it can stun the other ones a little bit or daze them a little bit. But I think you'd be good with electric arrows.
The electric arcs though, it arcs to everybody.
Oh yeah, it travels like it will ping.
Close. Yeah, I use that electric. But I don't use. Only time I use light is to build bridges.
Nah.
That's it, bro. I'm building bridges. That's it, bro. I use no light in my gameplay.
I definitely feel you, man.
But yeah.
Yeah, I wish. One thing I do wish though in the game that I wish you could have fought more dragons, because that first dragon fight was just ill, and I was like, yo, man, like, am I gonna free this dude or I want to fight him? You know what I mean? They should have gave me the choice. That would have been hot.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, one thing I did like is how good the dragons looked. Like, I took a lot of pictures of the first dragon you see in Vionheart Castle. Man, that dragon, like the detail on the body, it's a full body. Like, it just looks good, man. It really.
Did it have a face in the body?
Had a face and a body, bro.
Yo, you know it's a kicker persona. Not only does that all of the dragons have a full body, but you also can see the world serpent while you look at the dragon with a full body.
Man.
Listen, bro, the world serpent. I feel like
that serpent is not
whole game.
That serpent, like, I was amazed because honestly, I didn't think, like, I thought you would just see me would come out the water and, go back in the water and that's it. No, you see the whole body in the background while you doing what you do.
Hey, bro, that's crazy, man.
Yo, can we also acknowledge
I'm saying, bro, like, just seeing him hanging around there, bro, that shit was like, damn, like, and when you had to go, there's a section where you had to go right under him, like, to go to another area, you just hear him breathing and shit. I'm like, I hope.
Oh yeah, that's like the little cave area.
Yeah, man, I was like,
yo, can we also how Santa Monica did at making sure good, because I was battles with a lot of enemies on screen. I had the wolves out, and I'm hacking and slashing, and I didn't feel no dips, no. Like, it was solid, bro. And I'm like,
yo, you know, a lot of people was complaining about, this game was gonna only have 4 enemies. Yeah, get to Helheim and getting that shit.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm like,
yo, it's enemies all over the place.
All over, and ogres. Oh yeah.
Buttery smooth. I'm still fighting, no lagging around, no skip. I'm like, yo, they really like pulled out all the. There's
only one area I felt like a little skip. Is after you come from like a travel area when you go back to like Brock's store and you go outside the Midgard. That when you open that, it does like a little jump. And I don't know if that's a skip or whatever, but I was like, I see that. But other than that, I ain't seen nothing else.
The fact on how well it runs on the vanilla PS4 blows my mind, dude.
It's crazy, man.
Like, it's so optimized.
That's why I said on Twitter, I was like, yo, bro.
Most powerful console, my ass, Michael Cock.
People on the base PS4. Yeah, that was not me. Yeah, every time somebody says something savage, I gotta let people know that's not me.
I'm just talking about the Kraken. That's it. Nothing else for me.
Fuck that Kraken, dude. Serpent ain't lacking. Why is the Kraken lacking?
Yo, you know what? Both of the games have been
Hey, did y'all see that? Somebody get that on a t-shirt already, bro? I saw a picture of somebody put that on a t-shirt. The Kraken is lacking. That's crazy.
What?
I think Zaire got t-shirts coming out.
Oh man, I think it did before him, but I think it's like.
Yo, both of these games have been in development around the same time, bro.
They're both a 5 year, yeah.
Sea of Thieves and
it's crazy, right?
God of War.
And not only that, the fact that Sony Cinema had another game that was canceled and they were able to come back and do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
That's creativity, man, at its finest.
All right, so all of y'all finished the game, right?
Yep.
What armor are you guys currently using right now?
I'm going.
I'm using the Deadly Mist.
I'm using.
I got one of those mist armor on that.
I got bullshit armor on, bro.
Oh, you doing the mist one?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the mist one. I built the armor for the mist thing, and
I'm using Brock's legendary armor right now.
I was using his first. That's what I was using.
Get that Deadly Mist armor, son.
Yeah, but that mist, you have to unlock that to freaking. To be able to help get through that area, man. So I had to try to get that.
Once you upgrade that whole armor, you get level 9.
Yeah.
Where do you get the Deadly Mist armor? Like, how do you get
Niflheim.
It's like
where you need to get it.
It's in Niflheim.
Niflheim.
I mean, what you need to get it though. You need Miss Echo.
You need Miss Echoes.
When you first go there, I think Sindri gonna talk about it or whatever, and you gotta go in the mist and fight a bunch of enemies and open chests to get a Miss Echo. You gotta get enough. You know what I'm saying?
The grind is it takes a while, but there's an actual way that to alleviate yourself from that. If you want to do it, if you want to speed up the process, just so you can get the armor, that you can go back and get some more mist if you want in order to upgrade. What I did was, and I didn't find this out until after I did about 4 or 5 runs, is I broke down some of the things that you get from the chests within Niflheim. When you break that stuff down, you get a shit ton of extra mist. So by the time I was done, I think I did about 5 runs. I broke everything all down, and I had just enough pretty much basically to open up all the chests and the portals.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yo, there's actually 3 different mixed armors that you see.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're in Niflheim, right, and every time you open a chest, you'll get like a bunch of mist, but you also get another item too as well, right? So do a run maybe about 5 or 6 times, right, and then go to the shop. And then take those items that you got from those chests within Niflheim and break them down. They give you a shit ton of mist.
Oh, sure. All right.
I know.
I see 3 different tests,
Yo,
right?
and where do you get any of those what are the exotic enchantments? Because I think Vic, you got like all exotic enchantments and shit. That's from Valkyrie?
That's from doing. I mean, some of them from the Valkyries. Yeah, some of them from
the Valkyries give you mad stuff, bro.
Right.
Yeah, they do.
Right.
Yeah, I got this one talisman called the Rim Shift. Boy.
Oh, that's the one I use, bro.
Wait.
Yo,
talisman of the rims.
That's the best joint, bro. Yo, you freeze everybody. Like you pretty much going like flash mode. Like you flash, like everything's just slow. And you just hack and slash at people.
Yeah. I had that. I got that.
I use that myself to go for those stupid fucking sorcerer bitches with the actual the ones that always disappear when you try to hit them. Oh god, I hate those motherfuckers.
It's called Talisman of the Realms.
Where do you get that from?
I think I got that from a Valkyrie.
Yeah, I think it's from the Valkyrie.
Yeah, from one of the Valkyries.
I forgot which one though.
It's one of those Valkyries.
Valkyries, man.
I only got 2 more Valkyries to kill, man. I'm a merc.
Yeah, well, when that rim shift go off, and then I got the protection of the Valkyries go off, I'm unstoppable, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, I got a few stuff that I got a protection from the other stuff. I got Jagger Sign Heart. Like my stuff is damaged, bro. Yo, my punches is like 229 right, and I can easily increase if I want to. But I was like, I need some defense.
Yo, I'm all about sustain because my armor set gives me health regen. If I get low, I get a burst of health, and then I got Atreus. He gives me health stones. Like I'm set, bro. Niggas ain't fucking with me.
Yo, I'm about to go back home and check out this little secret little ending here. But yo, any last little words that you guys say about this game, man? Anybody that have any doubts about this game, sell somebody on this game real quick before we get out.
I wish you would do that shit fucking now, Jay Barry, because your thoughts on that ending would be fucking amazing to hear, dude.
Yeah,
let me mute everybody.
Yeah,
mute right now.
So y'all going.
You're done. Hey, go ahead.
Listen, man. Anybody got doubts in this game, bro? Like,
you'll hear his reaction, dude. Be like, what?
Yeah, that's what I told Chuck last night. Yo, go home, fam.
Yeah.
But to me, you know what that felt like? It felt like when you're waiting for like the end, the credit scene for a Marvel movie and shit.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is.
That's exactly what it is. It's not concept, man. Now that I see that, it's like, yo, more games need to take advantage of that.
Because even when you first coming off a break, you thought that was a credit. You thought that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you just kept playing, and like you go home, and you're like, oh shit.
That's the truth.
That's crazy,
and the credits started rolling.
Yeah, bro.
I was so shocked at that ending. I stayed to after the credits. Is something else about to happen, bro? Like,
it gets you so hyped because the build up throughout the whole game, bro. Like,
yeah, the foreshadowing.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man.
Right. Excuse me.
Wait.
But see, that's what I think. I think that's how the next one. I mean, obviously, the next one's going to play out where like Odin's going to be a big theme in the next one, which kind of makes sense. I mean, after all, you do fucking kill his goddamn sons.
I feel like they do have to introduce both of them in the next game. They can't.
Yeah, Odin's definitely going to make an appearance in the next game, and I think he's going to be in the third one.
They can't like bring Thor and then Odin the third one because the build. I think it would be stretched out if they try to just keep building up Odin, and just okay, third game, we finally gonna see.
Yeah.
You gotta put him in the next game, like.
Those sort of kind of building them up in this game.
Yeah, even if you don't fight, even if you don't get to fight him, maybe, you know what I'm saying, at least show what he can do, bro. Like, it would be crazy if like either Odin or Thor could make like Kratos actually flee a battle, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Probably
just to put a fear in this man, just have Kratos scared for the first time or whatever, you know what I'm saying? To show fear, that would be insane. You know, I really want to see how they're gonna do it.
Like when I saw that motherfucker outside my door, I didn't even know it was Odin at first until he moves like his jacket aside and you see the giant ass fucking hammer there and shit. I mean, the lightning kind of gave it away though, but
yeah,
it was just epic though. You just see him sitting there.
You're sitting there because you're like, okay, this is it, man.
And it's just like, yo, am I actually to fight this motherfucker? And then he goes back to fade and you see the credits, man. I was like, what? Like, nah, bro.
That man is in all black and shit. That shit is crazy.
Yep.
I think
J Bar is going to be a few minutes. That motherfucker is going to be lifting himself off the floor when he sees that.
One little thing I had with that part though, when they going to sleep, you kind of felt like the Blaze was adding last minute, because you see when they was about to go to sleep, Kratos took off the axe, but they didn't take off the Blaze.
Yeah, that was a little weird. Yo, man, doesn't that hurt your side? Where's Miremore's fucking head though?
I only think he took off Mimir's head off his side. I was like, damn,
he didn't even take off Mimir's head. Nah, he's
like, bro, you're gonna be sleeping on that head, bro. He's gonna be shoved up your butthole in a minute, dude. You'll be careful, Kratos. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, that's kind of weird, but.
Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, fellas, man. It was fun. Tell my man Jabbar. Yeah, we've been on here for a minute.
Yeah,
but yeah. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to your boy channel, man. Upchuck Game. I am out. Peace.
All right.
Later, guy.
Food about to be in a couple minutes too, so I'm about to.
Yeah, I'm just waiting, dude. I just want to hear J Bar's reaction to that.
Yeah. I'm out to head out, yo. I'm gonna keep watching, be listening, but. Folks, man.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah, I'm about to pack it in too. I'm listening though. But yo, man, I hope you guys appreciate y'all for having me. Make sure y'all subscribe to Gaming with Persona.
Yep.
All that good stuff. And yeah, finish up this God of War splatting by the weekend.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for JVR to come back before I get out of here myself.
Yeah, I'm about to head out soon. I'm listening. Gotta get ready for work.
All right, man.
All right.
So I'm in here by myself now.
Everybody left?
Yeah, they had to go. What'd you think?
Hold on, I didn't get there yet. I'm because I was in a paused area where I was doing a trial and I only had like 8 enemies left, but then I just hit myself. I was like, all right, let me go back. But I'm going to get there. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead, man. You can stay in here now because you're by yourself, and I'm not gonna say anything until you're done. So.
Oh, all right. So I'm heading home right now. I'm back in Midgar.
At least that way people will be able to get your live reaction right here.
All right, let's get it. All right, let me use this Waystone. I felt like that was a cool way how they introduced the actual, fast travel as well. It wasn't like right there in the beginning. You have to wait until you get to a certain part to actually use it. All right, so this is the hidden chamber. Oh yeah. All right, so I'm gonna turn on my TV and mute this real quick.
All right. I'll mute myself till he comes back.
Yo!
Told you. I told you. I fucking told you.
Let's go.
I fucking told you, dude.
Oh my goodness. Yo, that was so gangster. I already knew who it was right from the storm. But yo, just
see that shit? It's a genius teaser design concept, dude.
Yeah, yo, that's the lead up. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Imagine it, Thor beat. You imagine that being the first boss fight.
I fucking told you.
In the second game. Yo, my goodness, man.
Now listen to the dialogue between Kratos and his son after that credit scene is done. You can skip it if you want. When that fucking.
Hold on, I can skip this credit?
Yeah, you just press circle.
All right, hold on. I'm meeting myself.
Atreus, are you ready?
Yeah, but
Yo, so that's like a vision, bruh.
Yep.
That's the ability his mom had. Oh, yo, bruh. Yo, that just brought my score up to like a 10 out of 10 now, bruh.
Forget I told you.
9.8 out of 10.
Told you, dude.
It's a 10 out of 10, bruh. Yo, listen, man. Listen, man. Yo. Play the game. Yo, that was hot, bruh.
Yeah, I told you. I told you. Yo. We all told you, man.
Oh my goodness, man! I wish they had like a little glossary thing where you can go back to see. Wait, there's no cutscenes. Everything is one take. Yo, man, that is so ill, yo.
Yep. So there's your vision for your sequel.
Oh my goodness, bruh. Listen, and the thing is too, in the sequel, that can be placed in whichever part too. You might have an area where you come back home and boom. But yo, you know what? We all knew this was gonna come, but especially when you play the game and after you killed Marty and Mandy, whatever the name is, you can see like the storm that was coming. It was just like lightning storms and thunder and all that stuff was there as you're traveling. Somebody was upset. You know what I mean? You already knew somebody was upset. So yeah, man. Listen. Play the game, guys. Play the game. I think, yo, honestly, I think I just bumped my score up to like a 10 out of 10, man. Just seen that. That got me hyped as hell. Sheesh.
Also, tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the full reveal and full trailer for Shadow of the Tomb Raider tomorrow.
Yeah, the 27th. Today's actually my ex birthday. I ain't telling happy birthday though, but yo, this is amazing, man, guys. This is amazing. Listen, man, God of War. You know, what I mean, I personally take my time when I play these type of games, open world games. So I know I put about easily over 50 some hours plus in this game. I'll probably say 60 plus in this game, and I'm still not done with everything yet, yo. So content wise, I know a lot of gamers, they worry about content. You have no worries in this game. If you want a good story, it has it. The combat, the gameplay is actually is great as well. You know what I mean? It's just ton of stuff to do in this game. Like, yo, honestly, like only little nicks, little gripes here and there. You know, especially if you're an animation junkie. Like me personally, I dislike some of the animations when he jumps on his back to climb. But that's small, minute stuff. Overall, it's a great experience, man, and it got to be played. It must be played, man. This is a must-play game. Spoilers: the game been out almost for a week. If you know, what I mean, I know a lot of people take their time to play certain games, but hey, hey, I don't know, man. But yo, I think we might be doing like another like a spoiler cast on Gaming with Persona channel. I don't know when he's gonna set that up, but it's definitely coming. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Yo, Bear Hug, any last words before we get up out of here, man? Cause I'm about to do these trials, man.
God of War is the fucking hits on a beautiful, delicious pair of jugs, man. Games are fucking amazing. Sorry for the weird description, but you get the idea. Thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it, buddy, man. Thank you.
That's a perfect description, to be honest with you. It's this hits, guys.
It's a tip. Yeah, the game's fucking amazing.
And Barry no pony either, so.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Baron, did he actually fulfill his bargain yet, or what?
No, he didn't. I don't know what's going on with that guy right there. But his time is going to come.
His time will come. His time will definitely come.
It's time for you got to pay up to some bets. You know what I mean? People's not going to take you seriously no more. But it started out fun in games. You know what I mean? But now it's like, all right, bro, you did make that claim. You did make that ball statement. If anybody else would have made a bet like that in this community and they haven't fulfilled it yet, you know, it would have been crazy. It would have been a lot of flack on that person. But I don't think Baron made videos like that, so nobody can really go to him outside of Twitter. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, man, God of War. I just changed my review score. Originally was a 9 out of 8 out of 10, 9.8 out of 10, but now it's a 10 out of 10. I got to give it the perfect score, man. It is a masterpiece, man. It is, especially after that little secret ending, and then the dialogue after that.
Why did I fucking figure that was gonna happen? I knew that was gonna. I knew that was gonna change.
Listen, you know, as much as I make videos on this channel, there's a certain character I always talk about in this channel, and they showed him. You know what I mean? So, the whole game I was anticipating like some type of cameo from this character. You know, it wasn't like a full reveal ending, but listen, man. I don't want to spoil it for y'all, man. But go beat the game, go home. You know what I'm saying? Come on home. You know what I mean? PlayStation Nation, come on home, man. But it's your boy Jay Barry, and I'm gone. God of War is a must-play game. Play the game. # play the game. Deuces.
Later, guys.